Hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome. We are at the XL Energy Center for St. Thomas Academy Hockey. That's coming up, I want to say maybe an hour and a half from now. This third semi or quarterfinal game is currently about at the midway point, and we're going to do an IRL stream. Why not? Give you a little behind the scenes look of what happens in the broadcast booth. Pretty much done with prep. I've got all kinds of stuff on the wall here. I've got roster sheets. I need my highlighters. But, yeah, everything else pretty much ready to go. So I just thought I'd turn this on. Hey, once this starts, I'm not going to be able to necessarily acknowledge anybody. That's at the top of the screen, but I also cannot show you the game. There are rules, but I cannot show you the actual game. You'll have to find that one somewhere else, to say the least. So, hopefully the audio is okay. Kind of an impromptu setup here. But once the game happens, we'll throw the other headset on, and maybe you'll be able to hear me well, maybe not. I don't know, but if you want to catch the full broadcast, the URL is at the top of the screen. Cadetbroadcast.com is where you're going to want to go. As we're just enjoying Minnetonka and Hill Murray in the Minnesota State High School Tournament. One of the most attended high school tournaments in the country. Right up there with Texas football, and certainly surpassing Indiana basketball, maybe Florida football, Iowa wrestling. There's some good ones, but this is one of the elite, if not the elite high school tournament in the country. And it is a full house already. Not a lot of seats left, many of them likely making their way down for the late game, which was scheduled for an 8 o'clock start, but that is pushing it. 8:45 is my guess as to when the late game will go. But if you want to know anything about it, hit me up. We'll be able to try and hit some of those questions up. But again, I cannot stream the game itself. That would be very costly. But a lot happening. My partner, Nate Olson, will be around sometime. Maybe you can say hello to him. But I will be doing a lot of microphone adjusting. I will be doing a lot of moving around, standing up as well. So be aware of that. If we're just kind of throw this on and see what happens, maybe you'll be able to hear the game. Maybe you won't. So if I stand up, which when I'm calling the game, I'm absolutely going to be standing up. There's no doubt about that. Because I cannot see over my other computer that's right here, but the view of the ice is fantastic. We're basically looking straight down at the game. It's nice. I got the Blue Jackets game on the TV here. An NHL building now, and they take care of you. They definitely take care of you, which is always good news. And they just scored again. Good stuff. So once the game happens, we'll be throwing the headset on, and I'll be focusing on that rather than the stream, but we'll try and keep it close. Maybe you'll be able to catch some of the audio, maybe not. You will not be able to hear my partner, however. Unfortunately, the current game out there, Minnetonka and Hill Murray, has not been all that close. Minnetonka, the #1 overall seed, winning 5-2 in the second. Hill Murray barely made it to the tournament. They had to rattle off a lot of wins in a row heading into section play, and unfortunately for them, they get matched up with the top team in the state, and they're about to score again. Ooh, good save. So I'm just going to keep this stream on. If you guys want to stop by, say hello, that's great. If not, no big deal. Just kind of a behind-the-scenes look of what we do up here in the booth. And I got here really early, so honestly, it's not a lot at this stage. Only the finest snacks up here too. some popcorn and I don't know, like spicy Chex Mix. I don't know what this is. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's just little finger foods, I guess. So I'm just kind of chilling out here, getting ready, psyching myself up, I guess. I've been here for a couple hours now, and not much else to do but wait. I've been preparing all week, and hopefully we can win a couple games here and get to call the state championship game on Saturday night. That would be a blast. So, as we get closer and closer to game time, I'll probably ignore the stream a little more and more, and I don't want to do that, but hopefully you guys will be able to chat, say hello. And again, if you want to catch the full broadcast that we have going on here, check out my regular broadcast stream at cadetbroadcasts.com. That'll be scrolling across the top of your screen, cadetbroadcasts.com, and you can catch the full audio. You'll be able to hear it crystal clear with my partner, Nate Olson, he was up here a little while ago while I was getting set up, but he's down talking with friends and family and all that. So that's what's happening up here and around in the Al Shaver press box here at XL Energy Center. Always a fun time, the state tournament. A full house here, man. Unbelievable how they pack this place for the state tournament. You don't see other sports doing that, let alone a less popular sport like hockey, but here in Minnesota, hockey's everything, man. Hockey is everything, and it's awesome. All right. So as we're doing this, I have to make sure I send out the appropriate tweets. I have to make sure my lineups are good to go. The audio levels are already up and running, and that is fantastic, and that's exactly what I needed to do. Make sure the camera works. I'll have the camera right there, but again, I cannot show you the game. That would be a breach of our contract with the state league. That the exclusive rights to streaming our channel 45. And you can find the game online. Prep 45, I think. My friend Jim Erickson, he does the play-by-play for that. He is 2 booths to my right, Jim Erickson. Also the play-by-play voice of the St. Cloud State University Huskies, who are ranked #1 in college hockey right now as they head to their playoff game that starts tomorrow. Good times. He always gets this weekend off from St. Cloud State to do the broadcast for the state tournament. He does all the games. 4 on Thursday, 4 on Wednesday, and 4 on Friday, semifinals for each class, and then the championship games, noon on Saturday, and I think 7 o'clock on Saturday night. It's always a good time. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is the part of the night where I'll actually be able to talk directly to viewers, because once we get going, man, I will not be acknowledging the chat. If the game is on, I cannot acknowledge the chat. That should be obvious, but I'm going to keep this stream going just so everyone can get a kind of a peek of what happens, my mannerisms, I guess. I probably look ridiculous when I do that during a game. Anyway, Minnetonka is crushing Hill Murray right now. Minnetonka is the #1 seed. This is not a surprise. I've seen them play twice this year. And if Minnetonka wins, and then if St. Thomas Academy, the team that I call hockey games for, if they win, you'd have the top 4 teams in the state all going to the semifinals, and that would be an amazing semi. Class A, the top 4 teams all advanced. That usually happens in Class A, but in Double A, you never know. As many of these teams, multiple teams in Class AA went to overtime or played a 1-goal game in their section championship to get here. Hill Murray's trying to get one here before the second period comes to an end. That's not going to happen. So this is all we're doing for the stream. If you're interested in gaming, I apologize. That is not happening today. And I haven't really had any streams this week just because we've been busy prepping for this, getting ready. I've got a couple tournaments happening. I'm starting a new job in a few weeks. There's a lot happening, so certainly apologize for that. Let's see here. There we go. So when I stand up, the camera will at least come with it. I need to get one of those cameras that moves and follows you around. That's exactly what I need. Well, Hill Murray is threatening here to pull it within 2, but just 2 minutes to go in the second period. And I've seen Hill Murray play a lot this year. They are big rivals of St. Thomas Academy. They just did not have a good year, but they did finish a couple games over 500 and have earned their way into the tournament. But they're dangerous. They've got some really good young players. They're going to be a fantastic team here in a year or two from now. I mean, really, their 3 best players are underclassmen. And in fact, their goaltenders are both sophomores. I don't know if you can pick up the audio from the crowd, but they're really into this one. So again, hello to everyone who might be stopping by. I'm just kind of hanging out, getting ready for some St. Thomas Academy hockey. They're coming in as the 4 seed, but they're also ranked number 4 in the state. There were no major upsets in the section finals this year. Blue Jackets just scored again. I'm happy. .41 seconds left in the second. Minnetonka leads 5-2. And again, I'm not actually broadcasting this game. I'm just streaming up until that point, and we'll actually keep the stream going during my game, but it'll be a much more focused on the game at hand. Press box PA, you can hear it. Second period's about to come to an end. So I'll kind of be back and forth and all about during this stream, so be aware of that. Ooh. Minnetonka's short-handed, man. Trying to get one. But the Skippers of Minnetonka are going to lead by 3 goals going into the third. Should be a cakewalk for them. We shall find out. Excited. Ready to get it going again back here at the state tournament. How's everyone doing tonight? Happy, what day? I don't know what date it is. It's Thursday. It's been a rough week. Ugh. So a lot of people, have asked kind of what I do on the side. This is one of those things that we do. The hockey season coming to a close. I am starting a new job in a few weeks. I'm pretty excited. Hopeful to get it, I guess, would be the thing. Can you hear the bands out in the background down there? You get a couple big bands, Minnetonka's band, Hill Murray's band, going to town. Good atmosphere here for high school hockey in the state of Minnesota. Here's a look at the media guide. I love it. They always have an artist draw some awesome work, and this is amazing. This is just a kid and his dog sitting out in the middle of nowhere and sitting by the fire dreaming of playing some hockey. Got his skates on. Very cool. The programs here are always really nice, really nicely done. It also says $5 at the top. I didn't pay anything. I did pay to park though. I got here pretty early. Good parking spot. So when this game ends around midnight, I don't have to walk very far. Once this third period gets underway, then we're going to start focusing a little bit more on what we need to do. I've got like on my two computers here, I've got like 16 combined windows open. And the feed that we do is straight internet feed. It's not a radio feed specifically. How awesome this place is. Typically, for the last 3 years, this place has drawn over 125,000 people over the 4-day event. Yep, it's an NHL building. It seats roughly 18,000. You do the math on that one. It seats roughly 18,000, give or take. Slightly more than 18,000. But the championship game last year, the championship AA game, they said attendance was over 21,000. I don't know how who the fire marshal is, but I have to imagine he was getting a little nervous. That would be my guess. One thing I'm trying to stay cognizant of here is the time, because I do an internet feed, and a lot of the listeners, a lot of the people who tune in are grandparents, aunts and uncles that live farther away, and they might not be aware of exactly when we're going on. They might not be as tech savvy, but we try to keep the Twitter feed updated based on when we're going to go on. There is not a set time for game number 2 of the session. It's 30 minutes after the conclusion of the first game. It's set 8 o'clock start time. That is absolute no way that's going to happen. We're 15 minutes from 8 o'clock, and that will lead us right into the start of the third period. So that's where we're at right now. That light's really bright back there, isn't it? Oh well, that's the way that is. I can't help it. I see people I know walking all over the place here. That's pretty funny. All right, so I don't know what else there is to even get ready for. I feel like I over-prepped for this game, and that's not really a thing when you're doing broadcasts. Let me get my highlighter. I also brought 3 bags, a suitcase and 2 Timbuktu bags, which seems excessive, but it is what it is. Highlighters. I always bring 3 highlighters, a red, a green, and a neon yellow. I need a blue one. I don't have a blue one. My little board that I use for all the names. And then scoring done on the bottom. It's really not complicated. A lot of people use giant books that have the lines and all these notes. I try and keep it simple. I do have a ton of notes over to my left on the glass that I've taped up, but other than that, I keep it simple. I try to. Alright. The scoreboard I need to update. That's what I need to do. One thing I do love about being here is that for our broadcast, you can get the live audio from the ice. They have the microphones that Channel 45 uses, and you get the PA to come in very clearly. It's great for the broadcast. Excuse me. Get that out of the way before we go on. But it's all good stuff. Walk around here and get all that done. So, it's not all that exciting, but it is a lot of fun for me. And once we get going here, it'll be a very different game. I don't really have much else to say other than hello, welcome. We are doing an IRL stream today, which is not something I typically do. But if you do have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear them. Hit me up in the chat. We're also streaming on YouTube right now. YouTube Live. Welcome everyone over there. And again, once the game itself gets started, which will probably be about 45 to an hour, probably won't be able to acknowledge anyone in chat. Although there are many breaks. There are 3 TV timeouts, which is not something that typically happens at the high school level up until here. In fact, they use the full NHL replay system here in this tournament, which is crazy, but awesome at the same time. The NHL replay booth is 2 booths down to my left, and I can see them in there. They've got about 20 TVs, every imaginable camera angle. Okay. I don't know what else to do. I feel like I'm just going to be sitting here for a while. I will use the restroom before we go on, like I usually do. Tradition. My traditional restroom break, which is usually about 10 minutes before I start. Gotta get empty, man. You gotta get empty. You don't wanna be in there and suddenly, ooh, I gotta go. That's never a good sign. Don't let that happen. Ever. Good internet here too. Like seriously good. Media guide. Boom, boom. So yeah, this is all this is going to be for a while, so if you want to strike up a conversation, that'd be a great idea. Because these next half hour or so is probably going to be pretty boring. Nate will stop by, I'm sure, and maybe he'll say hello. I don't know. Maybe you'll hear other conversations other than just me talking. And again, if you want to check out the broadcast later on, head to cadetbroadcasts.com. You'll get the full audio of myself and Nate calling St. Thomas Academy and Centennial High School, the 4 and 5 seeds of this state tournament. Quick check of the audio here. It's my microphone that I care about.
Hey, what's this setup here? So you get another second, like a USB mic going
yeah,
into here?
yeah. I'm actually streaming right now.
Hey,
saying hello. This is Jim Erickson. He's the play-by-play voice for Channel 45 in the state tournament.
Jason, I just saw this. I saw this here. I've got this exact same mic.
It's
mic
cheap.
stand.
It's cheap, but it works great. I think I bought it for like $10.
Yes.
And
I bought like 8 of them.
It works awesome. Yeah.
We're doing a commercial for a mic stand.
Nice. Go buy one of these. I don't even know what brand it is, but.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for putting me on your stream.
Absolutely.
Have fun. Right. Call a good game.
Yeah.
Good luck to your cadets.
Hoping Hill Murray makes it a little closer here.
Yeah, well, they're getting going.
Yeah,
they're getting going.
They show signs of brilliance there, and Minnetonka just scores right away.
They had a lot better second period, I think. You know, they were a little dazed, I think, by the whole state tournament thing in the first period, and then second period they kind of got to work and started to play hockey.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. See you
later.
All right,
Jim. Take care.
Bye.
Jim Erickson. Again, the play-by-play voice for Channel 45, just 2 booths down. Also does St. Cloud State University hockey games on the radio. That was a pleasant surprise. So, we are just a couple minutes away from the start of the third period of this game that precedes my broadcast. Minnetonka leads 5-2 as teams getting ready to make their way out onto the ice. And again, if you have any questions, want to stop by, say hello, please do so right here on Twitch. We'd love to hear from you. Curiosity piquing others' interest as they walk by our booth. And I could close the door, but I don't want to do that. If people want to stop by and say hello, I'm all for it. It's nice to meet new people and certainly talk with Jim. Kind of an annual thing for us as we always get together and hang out. Although with MSBN not doing all the state tournament games as we have in the past, a little bit different this year. Still very thankful to be a part of the state tournament, however, this is just a magnificent event. I can't even put into words how awesome this is. Getting together with 18,000 friends here at XL Energy Center. Well, most of them aren't friends, I'm going to be honest. I don't know most of these people. 18,000 hockey fans. What a great time. There we go. We are live from XL Energy Center, the Al Shaver press box high atop of the home of the Minnesota Wild for the state tournament. As Hill Murray and Minnetonka doing battle here in the third quarterfinal of the day. I'll have the call of St. Thomas Academy coming up after this one has concluded. I literally have 2 hands, both on different trackpads right now. Both doing something. I am multitasking like crazy. That's weird. Totally fine with it, though. Now, if I only had a third hand so I could use my cell phone more. It's gonna be cold tonight. God, the walk home, not the walk home, the walk to the car is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be 15 degrees by the time this one's over. And that's fun. Hey, welcome back. Good. I'm streaming online right now, so people can get a kind of a look in the booth.
Cool, I love it.
Yeah, this is Nate. This is it'll be my play-by-play broadcast partner. Hey, there it is. He's a coach out at Mankato West. Big Minnesota State guy as well.
That's right. Great year for the
Good year, really good year. I mean, not as good as St. Cloud State, even though you did beat them.
We're split with them. We'll see. I'd love to see him here.
I'd love to see him play again.
April, yeah.
I went to that game up in St. Cloud, which that was not a good game by the Huskies at all.
Cavs kind of took it to it early enough.
They did.
They set the pace early, and that.
They started out the year kind of slow, and then they played. Are they number 3 in the pairwise? Is that right?
5 in the pairwise.
5 in the pairwise.
3 in the.
Okay.
They're leading the country in wins.
Yeah, that's.
They just don't. I mean, they swept Boston in October, which was huge, and Boston struggled to turn it around.
Yeah.
Then they split with Duluth, split with St. Cloud, and handled the WCHA fairly well.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are hoping that they don't win the WCHA tournament just to push Minnesota out.
Yeah,
because
they're. I'd be okay with that. No, I want to win the WCHA.
Well, of course you do. Of course, yeah. Let someone else lose.
That's right. What's up with Bobrovsky? Was he just ill?
He was. I don't know. I haven't seen him since 29. He was sick the other night, which worked out well because they won.
He's on my fantasy team. And I got the alert that he was out. Hang on a second.
I had the game on. I just haven't really been watching it.
I figured you might have it.
Yeah. Another benefit of NHL building. Yeah, good pick for goalie though.
2 minutes for high stick.
One of the best.
I took him pretty early.
I haven't noticed if he was playing here. Or not. This game hasn't gotten much better.
No. When Hill made it 4-2, I was like, oh, maybe.
And then Minnetonka scores immediately after that. Ugh. They're so skilled, though. Skippers.
You know, they've really let them play, too. There's a lot of little hooks and holds that have been let go.
Crazy. That's a good save.
Tell you what, I was extremely disappointed when the show last week said that they're not doing online franchise.
Well,
that's all I bought I would buy the game for, and like 6 of us would play one.
Yeah, it is their. I get it. I understand because it's their least played mode.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
But the one thing about it is that's a game that over the years has changed up a lot of options, but they've always kept that around.
Right.
Like they changed what they wanted your default person, they changed what they wanted your default hitting to be, but they kept the options to use the older things in the game.
Right.
So to have that happen, I don't know. I'm probably gonna skip it. I'm probably gonna skip it this year, until they get an expansion mode. I think that's what that game badly. I would love to play an expansion mode. Maybe 32 teams. Let me have a really crappy team.
Right.
Build them up. Make my own stadium and my own city, whatever.
I think Man's gotten good at that.
Yep.
You know, allowing you to do the expansion stuff.
Yep.
There's a lot more they could do there. And I know they were trying to be big on that story mode, which it was just too cheesy for me. I don't know.
Never touched it.
Yeah, just weird.
I have a really bad love-hate relationship with sports video games.
I know.
It's a
The one I miss dearly is the NCAA football.
Yep.
The online franchises there
Yep.
where you would recruit against your
Best thing ever.
buddies. That was the
best thing ever.
best.
Beach ball gone.
Of course.
Fun police are here.
How much harm can a beach ball really do is the question.
It's not like they're going to get it over that net. Who's it bugging? From what I can tell, the only people it bugs is the usher.
Yeah, okay. And he's more bugged by the fact he has to do something about it than actually.
That was always a huge staple at the Metrodome for Twins games.
Oh yeah.
Every game, there was a time, last couple of years there, like every game that I would go to, every game there was just a barrage of, like people were just bringing them just to bring them, just to.
I miss the dome. I love Target Field. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's just something I loved about the dome for baseball. Playoff time was just so loud and so fun.
Game 163 is still my second best thing I've ever been to. First one was the Colts in the AFC Championship game in 2007.
That was when they won, right?
Yeah.
They beat the Bears that year?
Yeah.
2-0. That had to have been sweet.
I'm pretty sure someone from 3 rows up fell on me, but I don't really care.
That's
didn't really
NFL.
Care. That was back when I liked going to football games.
Yeah, the NFL's crazy.
Now it's like I see videos of fights and stuff.
That's why I love college. That's why I have those Iowa football season tickets, and that's different.
Dude, oh my God. What Iowa did this year with the waving and stuff,
Isn't that cool?
How cool is that in person? Like,
it's so cool. So like,
it's amazing to watch.
And our seats are on the 30-yard line.
Okay.
The hospital's right behind us. So literally, I can see the faces and eyeballs of all these kids. It's that might be the best new tradition I've seen in my life. Just like the whole thing of it. So our head coach donated $1 million, to the children's hospital.
Yeah.
Was instrumental in making sure that when they built this thing here, like those rooms, you can see the field, you can see the game, you can and obviously you got the game on the TV in the hospital, so I mean the kids are just
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like rock star treatment for them, which is something to take their mind off all the other crap they're doing. Yeah, it's
and there was always some Twitter feed or Facebook page that would show it, and I watch it every time. Never got old.
Right.
Like Big Ten Network would show it all the time. Well, they got a 5-minute major out of that.
They did. I wonder if it was because of how he went in the boards or what.
I saw the hit. Well, better get a couple here.
All right. At least get one. Make it a little interesting.
Got to get one.
Tournament that all 4 top seeds in A and AA both won. We were just talking about that.
I mean, I've only been doing this for a few years, so certainly nothing that I can remember.
Yeah.
But
I do not recall, so we'll see.
And to have them all be the top 4 teams in the state too, which typically doesn't happen. There's usually some sort of upset, certainly in AA.
Well, usually it seems like one section's got 2 of the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where Eden Prairie and Minnetonka are 2-3, and they got to play to get here.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I was happy to see Breck win this girls' state championship just for that reason. They would always play Blake because both of them would be 1 and 2, and they were in the same section. And then Blake moved up to AA, and Breck clears the way. But just because I've done dozens of Breck girls games in the past, and I always felt bad for Grace Zumwinkle, who was easily the best player in the state for a 3-year period. She plays for the Gophers now, and she never went to the state tournament.
Yeah.
Not once, because they could not get past Blake.
And Blake would pretty much just win it every game,
Yeah. And they were always good games. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Right.
Like, they could beat them in the regular season. But that championship game, section championship game,
So
a couple overtime games,
I mean, just kind of felt bad for Delano.
yes.
Last year, they finally broke the streak and made the state tournament, beating Breck. Get upset, of course. A lot of talent coming back. Breck has a season that, to their standards, is not nearly what they want.
Right.
And
Oh,
still
yeah,
knocked
that's an
Delano out of the
understatement.
semifinals. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like it almost.
Didn't they only have 7 wins?
I think they finished with 8 wins. Yeah.
Jeez.
Now they're they do a very good job with their schedule.
Yeah. And they nearly beat Oregon.
Yeah, 2-1 there. I mean,
Which would have been crazy. Thought Wyzetta going a couple years ago with 10 or 11 wins was
That's right.
crazy. Have Breck in here.
well, so when Mazzetta did that, was that the year they won it?
No. I don't know. No. I don't think they won it.
It might have been last year. That was the Wyzetta. They won it one year though.
They did. It's all a blur now, so.
I know.
No. It must have been last year.
Last year.
Yeah, because Wyzetta, they were.
not,
2016, they were 22-8. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was when they won it.
Yeah. It must have been last year.
Yeah, I think you're right. And they almost did something similar this year. They're about 500. They got
Crazy.
rolled by Edina, but.
Oh, man. Okay, so.
Time do you want to go on? 8-minute mark or something? How much do we have commercials and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. So. We'll figure it out. We got
a little intro and then
Yeah.
player introductions. And your show, man. I'm just here to help.
Get it going. I'm surprised I don't have any emails yet. Why aren't you on? Because there's an 8 o'clock start. We know very well that's not going to happen.
That's the frustrating part. Is I wish they just put it at 6 and 9 and 11 and 2. You know what I mean? Especially the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Or 1:30 and 8:30. You know what I mean? Just because it never, ever starts on time.
Well, since it doesn't start until 6:17 based on the TV, I mean, plus you have 3 stoppages a period. St. Thomas Academy and Minnetonka fans going at it.
I love it.
So good. Oh, man. All right, then. Wow.
If he could have gotten a couple of those early ones on those long shots that beat him. Here we go. Now we got it 4 ways.
I always thought they should at least put all the students in the lower bowl. Why do they have?
I agree.
It's their school.
I get it. But Finally got to displace these people who have been tickets for 40 years.
Yeah. But if there's anything I've learned over my years of watching hockey, I prefer sitting up higher anyway.
Yeah, me too.
It's just, people pay hundreds of dollars to sit on the glass to see 10% of the ice.
Like the Frozen Four, I got tickets and I bought them in the club level. They were cheaper than lower level anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd rather watch from that angle.
Yep. See more. When
we got my tickets when I'm not up here, I can sit down there or like row 18. You know, they gotta be up. You gotta be up. I want to see play develop.
Yep.
Which is why we're lucky to be up here too. So,
This is just looking straight down.
Minnetonka penalties has been assessed to number 34, Teddy Lagerman. 2 minutes for hooking and 10 of the third period.
yeah, I would think about it.
3-goal game with a power play?
I'd probably have them tell them, hey, let's see how we can do on this PP. If we can get one early, great. If not, back half, let's do a 6-on-4.
Yeah, I've got a bunch.
I switched jackets today, and they got all my other pens.
I've got a bunch of them. Where, I don't know, but they're definitely in here.
Do we know if this Molinar from Minnetonka is he related to Dan Molinar?
No idea.
I
don't know. Here's one. Pen's good. So I host trivia a couple nights a week as well, and the last thing I do when people they finally give me my pens back. Like, I already have my stuff back, so I just throw them in my bag.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where they are. Anyway.
I just like to note when there's the TV will do. They scored 2 goals in 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having notes for this.
It's a 3-on-1 shorthanded.
We're gonna move it too.
Oh man. Oh! Oh, like he missed the shot.
He did.
And then going 5-0 with it.
He just got lucky as momentum carried the puck through.
Well,
If there were any glimmers of hope, that might have been it.
these games today have not been close.
9 from 3 and 2. 9-3-2 shorthanded.
The chants, the crowd chants are amazing. Reports on Twitter say there's popcorn coming down from the upper deck. From the Centennial section up there. People are noting the chants. I love it.
Scoring for Minnetonka, a shorthanded goal at 11:01 of the third period. Number 9, Bobby Brink, assisted by number 3, Josh Lukey, and number 2,
Oh
Brent
boy.
Proctor.
Getting good now. Minnetonka's going to win.
It can't be right that they've given up only 20 power plays to their opponents, and their opponents have scored on 13 of them. There's no way, right?
The regular season, they were 38% on the power play.
So it's 43 now.
Yeah, well, they scored like 8 power play goals in this action. 5 for 10 against Burnsville. 5 for 10. Yeah. Burnsville, I think, only had 1 power play. They were not happy. They were not happy.
I'm sure they didn't have the puck a lot either.
Coaches were irate. I like about the second period.
That's not like 8-9.
They were taking a lot of cheap shots. I liked how they played in the first period because they were taking the bite. They were hitting hard. Like, they were going at him. Trying to punch it across the Academy of the Mountain.
I think
They just went a little too far with it.
when you're overmatched like that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of all you can do.
I thought they played well. Eastridge had a nice turnaround too. They had 4 wins last year. They had 14 this year.
Yeah, that's tough because they're building kind of 2 avenues of hockey there over in that area.
Yeah. Okay. Down to it.
It was fun to be right down the hall here from you and Andy. When I popped up here the first time, the Fletcher's door was wide open. Oh, what a nice little the leather couches in there.
That's right.
Assessed to number 16, Joe Becker, 2 minutes for high sticking at 12:34 of the third period.
Interesting. Centennial goes in the summer to New York or Denver. We've alternated the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Good. Cool opportunity, I suppose. Donahue, Martine, Henry, Shemek, Holmes, Winges, Williams, Vega, Stucker, Christie, O'Neill, Matsui, Christie, Huntley, Foley, Bamer, Fadden, Herzog, Hallam, Kelly. Perfect. Gotta make sure we get them right at least.
Shemek, man, he's tried so hard this year to score. He hasn't scored yet. He almost had one in the section championship. I mean, he was wide open. He took a shot. It hit the goalie's blocker. Went up. It was obviously an arc into the net. I think it was Herzog. Knocked it in right before it hit got to the crossbar level.
So
it was a high stick.
Oh, man.
They held a high stick. Like it was clearly going in. Didn't get a goal.
That's funny. Hey, maybe he's saving it for tonight.
Yeah. He's worked so hard to try and score. And you got another defenseman like Foley who has like, what, 21 goals?
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
He's good. Oh, my God. He's good.
3 of those kids out to Colorado College, they're improving as well.
Oh, got to say a quick shout out to Mason. Hey, Mason. Hi. Go to bed. Hope your concert went well. Son had a musical concert tonight.
Sweet.
Hopefully my wife recorded some of it. I'm sure she, well, I know she did. I don't have to.
She's on top of it.
I'm sure. All right.
St. Thomas won a game in the double A, like at the X yet. I want to say this is the 3rd shot. Last year they got beat.
Last year they lost to Lakeville South. The year before they did not make it.
And that first year they got beat too, I think. I'll look that up.
Why not? Make it 7. All right, this one about over. I don't think I need to get here this early tomorrow for you.
I mean, but it'll be fun to watch that first game. So.
I was here at like 4.
Oh, you got here.
I got your parking spot.
Yeah, true. See, like I'm staying 10 minutes away, so I just Uber down and Uber out. It's the same cost for me as parking anywhere.
Nice.
And I can get dropped off right
there. You go. I just don't have to like cross a bunch of street for up the escalator, up the elevator.
That's where you're at in River Center.
Once you get to a certain point, then it's full.
Yeah. My dad said they were here at 9:45, I think, and I ran just across where there's an open line to that big ramp just on this side. It's full already. You can't get into River Center during the day because it's work week. I don't think that opens up for the public until like 4.
Well, no, I'm almost certain they didn't.
Yeah, I don't think they did. When I was looking at the schedule earlier this week, I'm almost positive they didn't.
They did not. Hasn't been an upset yet, so this kind of works. We shall see. All right. Good to go, good to go. Oh my goodness, what's happening? My phone is blowing up. Stop it.
Girls basketball teams playing to go to state. I don't think they've ever been to state.
Nice.
Which is interesting because we've been fortunate to have really good athletics across the board.
Sure.
How about Akeem Talib to the Rams for a 5th rounder, Lemony?
I watched less NFL this year than I have any other year.
Just cause or what? Oh, the Colts were bad too.
Oh, the Colts were awful. But yeah,
Who do you want them to? Yeah, who do you want them to trade?
I want them to trade. There was rumors that someone, probably ridiculous, that they were going to trade, or that they were going to trade Luck for the Browns' top 4 picks. I would do that in a heartbeat. Browns have 2 first-rounders.
That'd be what, 4 picks in the top 4?
Maybe 1 and get pick 1, and they have 7 or 8.
So they got 1 and 4.
I don't think Luck's going to play it.
Yeah,
I honestly don't think he's ever going to play it.
That is so weird how that all.
And that would be a very Browns thing to do.
Yeah.
But, like I'm dead serious. I don't think he throws another pass in the NFL.
I won't believe it until I see it. I'm with you.
It's been 4 years. Like, how much longer are we going to hold on to this?
One like he's still talked about as an upper echelon quarterback, and he was when he was healthy.
Right.
But I mean.
Oh yeah. His first 3 years, his numbers are better than Peyton Manning's.
Right. Availability is job security.
Just disappointing. Oh, Kelly's still.
Good. Centennial jerseys are nice bright white numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, I hate it. Hate it when we don't have numbers that are clearly different than the color of the
Orno wore these like white jerseys with red, white, blue stripes and white numbers, and they were hard to like.
Like, come on.
I know, and I get it because most of the time they're not really. There's nobody broadcasting the game, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
So if they think it looks cool, that's what they roll.
Sure, I understand. Just don't be mad when no one knows who has the puck.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's a girls team that we did. St. Paul United, I think, had really terrible looks, and then it's already tough doing girls games when they have long hair and they have the ponytail covering the number as it is.
Did you stay up and watch the women's team in the gold medal game?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
What a great game. That's an amazing hockey game.
I watched like 4 or 5 of those USA women's games. I wanted to come to the one here. That actually would have been fun. But it was weird. It was like when they won, I was almost like emotional. It was weird. I was like, that was really awesome.
That shootout move.
Oh, what a move!
So good. Like it's like that. I mean, just about every Olympics.
Right.
Canada has obviously won the last few. Prior to that, they're almost always playing each other for the gold medal. Just play a best of 3 or something.
That'd be awesome. Well, that's why it was fun when they played all those like prelim games.
Yep.
They kind of went across the country too.
All right. So let's see. So this will be done around 14.
Yeah, I think they give us 12. They resurface. They come out at about. Let's see, or maybe at 20 they're going to resurface, or 18 they resurface. They'll come out at about 6, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll probably do. I mean, I've got ads. I can definitely run those quite a bit. Obviously, I'm Boney's out. Keep going. Because when they do the player announcements, I'll have that on the screen. Just let everyone.
Well, if we can go a little early and 3K recap the day if we want. We can. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. I always forget how quickly it comes after the game's over. Hey, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah, me too.
What's up? We'll get this going soon. Sometimes that's they're going to overtime. They're up 4-2. Last I looked. At the beginning of the season, I was certain they were going to finish 1 or 2 in their division.
Yeah, now it's 87% is the PK for us at times.
Sounds about right. Yes,
9-64 in the regular season, and then they were 5-5 in the playoffs.
They started like the first 5 or 6 games. They only got one power play goal.
And that got hot, huh?
And tremendous in the second half of the season. All right, we'll get going in a few minutes. All right, let's do this. I'll be standing up a lot. I'll tell you that right now. good crowds. Twitter, never change. Ping, pang, ping. So I sit here trying to watch the Blue Jackets overtime against Colorado. State hockey game to call. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, again, guys, if you are around and want to say hello, we are going to be keeping the stream going, but I am not going to be acknowledging the stream all that much simply because, well, I've got a game to call, so that's what my focus will be. Feel free to watch here. You can also check us out on the real feed. You can hear my partner Nate Olson at cadetbroadcasts.com. You'll see that on the top of the screen as well. Check that out. Or stick here. I don't know if you can hear me well or not, but stick around and you can certainly say hello and all of that. Teams leaving the ice. We're going to get going as soon as Nate gets back. Takes a long time for these games to get started, but it's a quick turnaround after the first game is over. Do this. As soon as Nate gets back, so we're going to start the stream right now. Okay, commercial spot is up. So loud. Shout out to King Tut over there on YouTube. Again, once we get this broadcast underway here in a couple of minutes, can't really say hello to everyone on Twitch and YouTube, so enjoy it while you can. But feel free to stop by. Nice to hear from everyone. run ads until he gets back. It's no big deal. Winner. Nice. Come on, Nate. Where are you at? Man, it got cold up here suddenly. Why? Could we be at an ice rink? Cycle through these ads again. Did he get lost? I don't know. No idea. Ice is almost complete. Check 1, 2, check 1. Check. There we go, check. Strengthen that. go. Well, good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. We are at the XL Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Wild, for quarterfinal action in the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. My name is Jason Knuth. I'll be joined by Nate Olson in just a moment. St. Thomas Academy, what a year they've had. 25 victories, 2 losses to 1 tie. Neither of those losses in regulation. A couple overtime losses. Centennial, their opponent tonight, 19 wins, 6 defeats, 3 ties. They come in as the 5 seed, STA the 4 seed. And Coach Nate Olson joining us here from Mankato West. The 4-5 game, traditionally, a close game. But so far today, we haven't seen any close games. Perhaps it's been either one.
Yeah, you know, it would be time for us to maybe have a competitive game here. I know that the Nets are looking to maybe try and overpower the Cougars here a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see here. Centennial's a good team with some solid offensive scoring firepower up front, and as we're well aware here that St. Thomas can do it from blue line as well as up front. And as you mentioned, the Cats have had an excellent season here. Everything that they've done has been wins or losses in regulation as well as a tie. So looking forward here to this 4-5 matchup. Traditionally, as you mentioned, usually a competitive game here as we close out quarterfinal Thursday at the state tournament here in 2018.
Class A, the top 4 seeds all won. Class AA, the top 4 seeds minus St. Thomas Academy so far have won. STA the 4, we shall see. Over for Centennial, the Cougars, they're going to have to look out for Lucas McGregor. This guy, 28 goals, 40 assists. He has 68 points on the year for the senior forward.
Yeah, and you know, that's the all-time for Centennial in a single season, and he's actually got a career 159 points, so he's a kid that knows how to put the puck in the net, knows how to set his teammates up as well, and going to be interesting to see here how he fares tonight. He works well here with Carter Wagner, the left winger for him. Carter Wagner's got 18 goals and 29 assists on the season, and their other line mate, the center Jack Young, he's got 21 goals, 22 assists with 43 points. So that top line for Centennial, they're going to try to get out to look to lock down the Cougars offense and take control, put the puck behind the goaltender for Centennial.
Travis Allen comes in mostly splitting with Bryce Crowley, the other senior goaltender, but Allen has played the majority of the minutes. He's 12-5-2 on the year, a save percentage of .907 on the year. Start with him. He wears number 1. Down to our right, no surprise whatsoever, Atticus Kelly, likely goaltender of the year in the state of Minnesota. He comes in with an amazing record, 21 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie, and a .941 save percentage.
Yeah, fantastic year for Atticus. He's played 23 games, as you mentioned, and only given up 47 goals. I mean, that's an astounding number here. And looks like we're going to get ready here, Jason, to go down to Jim Carroll here for the starting lineups, as well as the entire rosters here for the Centennial Cougars and St. Thomas Cadets.
Right now, both teams lined up, just waiting on the word, probably from the TV.
That's right, TV. I'm sure there's a protocol here to follow on a time. So we've got 7:30 left on the board here prior to our puck drop tonight.
Broadcasts with an S at the end. Cadet, singular, cadet, broadcast. I didn't make
broadcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't make Journey, we're there for life, and by the Hoagland Bus Company. I want to thank Tom Klein for his generous support of cadet athletics for the 2017-2018 athletic season. It's a hockey night in Minnesota's capital, St. Paul, Minnesota, at XL Energy Center, high up top of the home of the Minnesota Wild, alongside Nate Olson. My name is Jason. We are all but set for first period action. You know, it's not to
just stay with it. It's a hockey game. It's a moment that many of these kids are dreaming for, and it's going to be interesting. We're talking about Centennial here. Like I said, their first trip here since, I believe, 2013. They're going to have a little bit of work, especially if St. Thomas can maybe look at this as more of a business trip. We had it fun last year. We got our feet wet a little bit. The majority of our roster's got some experience here at Excel Energy Center. Now it's time to go. Now it's our game plan. Now we move forward. Stay simple. Lean on Atticus Kelly and that power play that's been a high-powered unit all year long. I think in for a treat here as we get going forward. Quarterfinal number 4, Jason.
St. Thomas Academy wearing their home whites. They are going to attack right to left. Centennial in their road reds with black shoulders, black helmets. We are underway. Centennial, the Cougars winning the opening draw, sending it deep into the zone. Cross to the far side behind Atticus Kelly again. 21 wins under his belt, 1 goals against average, and a 9.41 save percentage. Controlling on the far side, that's trying to clear the zone. Centennial having their way early on. They'll make a line change, and the Cadets will have Thomas Wings wearing number 6, leading out behind his own net, dropping it off for Churchville. Foley has this one number 7. Foley can have the backtrack into his own zone, goes behind the net, running it around the wall over to Ray Christie. Christie dumped right in front of the STA bench as the Cadets make a line change. Quick in action as the Cougars try to set it up ice, but that tough defense by the Cadets. Swarming that blue line out behind the offense and carry it in. It goes behind the net of Kelly once again. Played by the Cougars effectively. Back to the point this time. Shot. Never got through. Oh, nice save by Kelly. Another nice save. Takes that one down. And the Cougars continue to swarm. Down low it goes on the cycle. Here behind that is Austin Padward. The center one. Threw a shot. Never got through. Blocked again by Rob Christie. Went down to 1 knee. Played behind the net. Ryan O'Neill drops it off for Wingus. Wingus running around the far side. That's struggling to clear the zone right now.
Definitely here. A lot of pressure here early from the Cougars. They're showing that they're ready to play, getting a couple opportunities, a couple shots on net. Playing a couple nice saves here to get things going for the Cadets and keep this thing scoring. String with 15-27 to go.
Missing there. That one from the STA bench, but St. Thomas Academy through the first 90 seconds in uncharted territory here, not being able to possess the puck.
Yeah, you know, and it's interesting because St. Thomas Academy should be able to use their speed and use the middle of the ice, especially in the neutral zone, to get things going. Centennial with these first couple shifts here to make sure, hey, we're here to play, we're going to match your speed early and see how things go.
STA wins the draw and neutral ice. It goes into the offensive zone for the first time, and at the point, here's a chance. Wrist shot coming through. It never got on goal to goaltender Travis Allen. And the Cougars now 2-on-2. Deep into the offensive zone. On the far wall, that's Joshua Hearns, the junior. Passing it back to the point, but nobody picked it up. D to D, and the Cougars will regroup. This is Frank Wise, the senior. Again, 13 seniors on this Cougar roster. Big senior leadership for a team that's from the state.
That's right, you know, and they're excited to be in this moment. They're going to lead on their senior league. This is an important opportunity for the Centennial Cougar hockey program. And they're here ready to play. I know that if you're looking at this thing from the outside looking in, you kind of expect the Cadets to be able to carry play and, like we mentioned, use their speed. But early on here, Centennial's been up to the task and trying to push this maybe in the way that we thought the Cadets would. So interesting to see how this thing develops moving forward.
Face-off was to the left of Atticus Kelly. It was won by the Cougars, and they continue to cycle the puck and looking for that centering pass. It's behind the net of Kelly once again. He holds that post. They kick it out to the near half wall. Wrist shot in front. Kelly makes the save, and it goes to the far side on the rebound where Ray Christie will try and clear. High pass that banked off the near glass out of the zone, and here comes Cade Huntley trying to run this one down. Huntley drops it off to the point, but nobody picked that one up. Cadets will send it into the zone, and they'll make a full-blown line change as Centennial down to our left looking for a stretch pass. This one goes 140 feet to the blue line, centering one, and it's just wide of Atticus Kelly. Boy, Centennial having their way offensively here early on as we just passed the 3-minute mark of period number 1. On the far wall, Nico Vega getting his first shift of the night. O'Neill sends a backhand pass to the neutral zone, fanned on by Rob Christie. Christie will send it into the zone behind the net of Allen, where it's played at the point by St. Thomas Academy. In and out of the glove of Allen. Thankfully for him, it goes behind the net. And a breakout pass once again. 2-on-2 across the line. Nice drop pass for Andrew Stewart. Stewart sends a shot. A right pillow save made by Kelly. And so far, he's had to turn aside 3 really tough shots. O'Neal, dipsy doodles around one, pulls up on the far wall. Cadets still looking for their first shot on goal. They trail 4-0 in that department. On the far wall, bank pass, look out, wrist shots in front as cutting to the top of the crease was Rob Christie. Got a quality chance and was unable to finish. Nice to see the Cadets get some offense, however, as they send it into the zone. Played here by St. Thomas Academy behind their own net. They'll regroup. Waiting for reinforcements here. Both teams completing their line change. 12:50 remaining, first period, no score here on CadetBroadcast.com. The neutral zone sent in by STA, who so far have been very content to dump the puck into the zone. This one's turned over at neutral ice, and now a 2-on-2 for Centennial. Across the line on the far wall, that's Jake Pearson, a sophomore, looking towards the center, and played out of the zone by STA. They'll hold it behind their net, and again, Centennial, a couple forecheckers here, not allowing STA to do much on their zone exit here. Across the line, wrist shot through the slot. It's behind the goaltender, and it was sitting in the crease all alone. The play continues. Unfortunately for St. Thomas Academy, they were unable to pick that one up. Wrist shot deflected in the slot area, and look out, a couple of the Cadet defenders, that was Sheemick and Holmes, collided in the neutral zone. That could have been disastrous. Dumped into the zone with 11:45 to go, rimmed around the wall. Cadets have it in the offensive zone. Centennial quick to the puck, and they will clear. 11:35 remaining in a scoreless game, and so far, Nate, I have to give the edge to Centennial early on.
Yep, carrying pace here a lot there. The Cadets did have an excellent opportunity. That puck was too far behind the goaltender around for the Cougars, and not quite ready to get to the net and make sure we're clearing up ground. We've got to do a better job getting to the top of the crease and putting home those loose rebounds.
11 1/4 minutes remaining in this first period. Still awaiting that first TV timeout. We'll get at the next whistle. But across the line is Lucas McGregor. He's dangerous. McGregor has this one broken up nicely with the active stick of Blake Holmes, the defenseman for St. Thomas Academy. But first to it will be Jack Menny, the senior. He pins this one up along the wall in the offensive zone. Loose puck behind the net. They center. It's blocked by the Cadets. Down on the near half wall, played low. And the Cadets will have it as Centennial is making a short line change. Here's Peyton Matsui. Matsui, the team leader in goals. He has 28 on the season to go with his 30 assists. He's been a tremendous workhorse this year for St. Thomas Academy. Had a tremendous junior year, and he followed it up nicely. In the neutral zone, the Cougars have it. 10:30 remaining. Continuous action. There's a big hit laid out by Centennial. That was Hayden Brickner laying the hit down. He's second on the team in goals with 22. But here comes St. Thomas Academy down the right wing. Nice move around one. Backhander. Never got the shot away. Whistle sounds. And the faceoff will stay in the zone. Good effort by St. Thomas Academy, but we're going to take a short timeout. We'll come right back. 0-0 as they show the puck sitting in the crease on the big scoreboard. This is CadetBroadcast.com. And then on the next whistle after this, they're going to have another stoppage. This is just a short 30 seconds. So we're back there. Actually, hit you. They haven't had any frames. That's okay. Back from XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Glad you could join us here on CadetBroadcast.com. 0-0 the score between Centennial and St. Thomas Academy. 4-2 shots on goal favoring the Cougars. And took a while, Nate, but not last minute or so, St. Thomas Academy finally getting some offense going.
Traffic, trying to have their sticks on the ice to put rebounds in the net. And that's a little thing that's going to go a long way here because there's no pictures on those scoreboards. It's 0-0. We need to have numbers up there. It doesn't mean they have to get there. They don't have to be pretty, but they got to be good at recent goals if that's what it takes. And it'll be interesting to see here how the Cadets respond as we get things going with 10-12 left in period.
Face-off is to the right of Travis Allen. If I'm not mistaken, the first offensive zone face-off here for St. Thomas Academy. It is won by the Cougars ever so briefly, but quickly stolen back by Nico Vegas. He sends it behind the net, but to no avail. Now intercepted at the last possible moment on the far wall by Rob Christie. He rims it around the wall. Played on the near sideline and finally cleared by Andrew Stewart, who carries and dumps it in the net. Atticus Kelly, the goaltender for STA, plays it behind the net. 9:45 remaining in a scoreless hockey game. Early off the Excel Energy Center right in front. And that one just missing. Nico Vega will control. Trio of passes on the outlet. It goes to neutral ice, but quickly sent back in by Centennial as they make a forward line change. Drew Bamer, wearing number 18, sophomore defenseman, who had a tremendous second half of the season for St. Thomas Academy, getting significantly more and more playing time as the season progresses. Plays it there. It's quickly in the neutral zone. Back to Atticus Kelly, who will cover for the whistle with 9:11 remaining, and those darn TV timeouts are getting us every time. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds and come right back. 0-0 from XL Energy Center. This is CadetBroadcast.com. Looking good. Looking good. The thing about watching St. Thomas Academy this year is almost every game has not been good. It's like it hasn't been good. It's just been so lopsided. So, their section championship was a really good game. That was basically the first outstanding game I've seen. Yeah. Well, there were two goals. All right, here we go. 9 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in period number 1. Centennial has a 5-2 shot advantage, but no score in this one. Nate Olson, Jason Knuth with you here from high atop XL Energy Center. And so far, Nate, talk about who can win Great Centennial, getting those chances. Like the better team so far.
That's right. Atticus Kelly's doing a good job standing tall to the top. The Cougars have had a couple of great opportunities, a couple shots from the slot, nice quick passes that are one-timer opportunities. The Cadets got to do a little bit better job tightening up and holding the front of their own net. They got to make sure that they're responsible defensively, and then they can get that puck moving forward up the ice.
Cadets win the draw in the defensive zone, played ahead, looking for the wrist shot, but that one was blocked by Luke Ahrens, the senior defender for Centennial. Puck loose on the far wall, centering one. This one goes off the stick of Travis Allen, who bats it back where it came from. And out comes the Cougars 2-on-2. They'll simply flip it into the zone. One hops Kelly, who plays it with the blocker, then goes out to play the puck, sending it to the near side, starting a rush for Peyton Matsui. Matsui has it roll off his stick. William Francis will intercept, and quickly Centennial goes the other way. I love the transition game that Centennial has here early on. Play to the near side. Right in front of the scorer's table, sent down low. William Francis, the junior, sending it to the neutral zone where the Cougars will have it. They'll send it right into the zone. Rickner banks it off the far wall, and McFadden tries to clear for St. Thomas Academy. Nice pass as it hits Hunley. Huntley will send it into the zone off the ricochet, and McFadden. A set play as Huntley banked it off the end glass. It came out right in front, and McFadden nearly made it 1-0.
That was an excellent job there, and McFadden did a great job of recognizing what was happening there with that puck getting dumped in, using his speed to beat the Cougar defenseman. An excellent opportunity there. Allen got out on his feet and made sure he took away the net, so it was a nice save there by Allen. But the first really, really good opportunity for the Cadets there, and something that they can hopefully build on moving forward.
I want to remind you that the email inbox is open, the MSBN inbox. Let us know who you are, where you're listening from tonight. A late game here from Minnesota, but no matter where you are, we'd love to hear from you. Just hit that box right, or the email box right below the video board, and we'll get to some of those emails as the evening progresses. And I know a lot of you that email regularly are likely here tonight, As Centennial sends a shot in. Kelly had a rebound go in a direction he was not prepared for, but nonetheless the Cadets will pick up the loose puck as Ben Stucker, oh boy, this puck ricochets to the slot, loose on the backhand shot. Centennial unable to do anything with the giveaway. Great opportunity for Centennial with 7:19 to go, but here comes Blake Holmes across the line, blockered in on the shot as Allen will turn that one aside. Kept alive by Holmes, who sends a wrist shot in, stick save made by Allen, and it goes to the far wall as Rob Christie is hit hard in the offensive zone. Can they keep it alive? No. Puck ricochets off the Minnesota Wild logo at center ice and into STA territory where Blake Holmes will send a cross ice pass for Wingus. For Sheemick, excuse me. 2-on-1 develops it for Centennial. This shot in front. That one hits the end glass. It's the rebound. Misses as well. Ryan O'Neill going the other way. Here comes Rob Christie. Christie down the left side, the left-handed shooter and future Colorado College forward will send it on goal. It goes to the far wall, and in fact 3 St. Thomas Academy cadets committed to Colorado College as a wrist shot goes on goal. Both Christie brothers and Chase Foley adding to the mix, so a lot of Colorado College commitments that are going to be playing together for years to come.
That's right. So we got 3 cadets heading out to Colorado Springs to play for the Tigers in the NCHC, with regular league trips back to Minnesota, playing Duluth and St. Cloud. And, an excellent opportunity to further their hockey careers as well as their education out of Colorado College.
Puck was kind of bouncing around down there in the slot and got caught up in the padding there of Hayden Brickner. And do it again. The referees didn't see the puck, so the face-off stays to the right of Allen. It's played here by St. Thomas Academy on the face-off win. 6:15 to go, first period, no score. 6 shots apiece. As the Cadets looking to strike first. Wrist shot in, blockered ahead by Allen. Went off the glove of Matsui and ultimately out to the neutral zone where St. Thomas Academy will have to touch up the blue line before they can re-enter. Out to center, one-on-one opportunity. This one off the stick of Griffner, but quickly taken back by the Cadets. Now it's turned over. Loose puck on the far side. Andrew Stewart tried to run that one back. Centering one, and Kelly holding his ground on the right side of the crease. Makes the save. Cougars continuing to get chances, and it's turned over. Brickner a chance. In front, they center. It rolls off the stick of the intended forward. That was Stewart swarming the front away. Cadets perhaps getting a little lucky on that one. 7 shots on goal could certainly be worse. But here comes Foley. Foley to the Matsui had Allen sprawling to his right, and Matsui hit the side of the net just outside of the right post. Wrist shot comes in. Kelly gloves it. He'll hold on for the whistle. 5:08 remaining here in period number 1. 8-7 shots for Centennial. We'll step aside one more time for this period. 0-0 here on CadetBroadcast.com. Foley doesn't care what position he plays. He has no problem being around. He's like, if you remember Robbie Sumner from last year, just like, he definitely learned from Brent. You get a little confidence and you start picking your spots and you get confident. Here we go. Back at XL Energy Center, 5:08 remaining in a scoreless first period. This one's opened up a little bit now.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams kind of getting the puck moving and a little bit of end-to-end action now. I know the teams are using their speed and
Face-off is going to be to the right of Atticus Kelly. He has, it's some outstanding saves early on. Cadets win this draw. Goes behind the net, however, and Centennial first to it, but finding a hole. Ray Christie. Christie drops it to the right side for Matsui. Matsui finds Huntley on the backhand. They score! Kane Huntley gets the scoring going for St. Thomas Academy, and they lead 1-0. St. Thomas Academy striking first, something they did not do in the section championship. Jim Carroll downstairs. Matsui and Christie on the assists, and 1-0 St. Thomas Academy.
At 12:06 in the first period, number 16, Jay Buckley, assisted by number 14, Kate Matsui, and number 15, Ray Christie.
That's right, Matsui just an excellent job there. He got that puck, like I mentioned, into the Centennial zone with excellent patience to make sure that Henry could get to a spot in the slot where he was wide open. Henry made him better, so it's 1-0 to that.
That's when the draw, that was to the right of Atticus Kelly. 4 minutes, 21 seconds to go first period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy. We're on the prowl once again. Here's Foley. Foley pinching in. He sends a wrist shot that was a couple feet over the head of Travis Allen. Then on the near side for O'Neal. O'Neal touches one to the far wall, but nobody home. And race for the puck in the neutral zone. And we run down by St. Thomas Academy. They retreat into their own end, high off the glass. No, that's going to clear the glass and go into the stands, which results in a face-off to the right of Kelly with 4:01 to go. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy.
Yeah, now the Cadets are really pushing. It's an opportunity here for them to use their momentum to try and keep this thing moving forward. And an important 4 minutes coming up for the Centennial Cougars as they try to respond and get this thing tied up before the period ends. And the Cadets are going to do what they can to make sure that doesn't happen, and they're trying to build on this 1-0 lead.
Jake Pearson to take the draw against Brandon McFadden. McFadden's going to win this one. Goes behind the net for Thomas Wingus, who sends a cross-ice pass up the far wall. This will go for icing if it doesn't go on goal, but unfortunately for Centennial, it's just inside the post, and Allen has to hang on for a face-off to his left rather than one 200 feet away.
Yep, the Cadets kind of got bailed out a little bit there, but that happens sometimes. And now a good opportunity here with an offensive zone face-off, as you mentioned, to the left of goaltender Travis Allen, and a good opportunity to win a draw here and possess the puck in the offensive zone.
Where Peyton Matsui has shined in the face-off, got those offensive draws. He wins it himself, to himself, and blindly centers a pass towards the middle, where Huntley nearly had his second goal, but it rolled right off of his stick. And here comes Centennial down the right side, played by McMillan. Cross-ice pass to McGregor. McGregor sends one over the head of Atticus Kelly, trying to wave at it with the blocker. Played on the near side wall, looking for the center comes Centennial's many on the far wall. They'll cycle. This is McGregor once again. Again, 28 goals for McGregor. Team leading 68 points. That one stays in the zone, just wide of the crease. Might have been deflected in front. Now Matsui down the left side. He's got speed. Not tall. He's got the speed, that workhorse mentality, and he has used it all year to his advantage. Huntley rims it around the wall. 3 minutes to go. First period. 1-0 St. Thomas Academy here on CadetBroadcast.com. All powered by the MSBN Sports Network. Glad you could join us alongside Nate Olson. My name is Jason Knuth with the play-by-play for STA Hockey. As it goes to McFadden, who pushes it ahead for Stucker. Stucker pulls up, wrist shot in front. This one goes in the net, but it's going to be waved off.
Because it would be a huge goal here with 2:40 to go in period one to let the Cadets go up 2-0.
As the video board here goes blank. They won't show it here to everyone, but we've got some TV feeds in the booth up here, and we'll get your assessment of that here momentarily. As it was a shot that came in, might have probably talking goalie interference. It was waved off immediately by the official.
Yeah, the lead goes out with a nice job dressing his name. And the defenseman for the Cougars, he ends up kind of sitting on his top of the ground. Doesn't look like a direct kicking motion. The work is really to the crease. It's what looks like this great shape into the net. It's going to be interesting here to see. Is it goaltender interference? It was a shot on net that was a rebound. The puck is in the crease, so it's Herzog eligible to play that. And without a distinct kicking motion, is that the goal? It's going to be a very, very important round to call. As we mentioned, a 2-30 goal.
Now, of course, this has not come into play at all in the regular season in section play. There is no replay. A call is immediate. But when we are here at the state tournament, they've got the NHL equipment that they use. They have every camera angle at their disposal, and everything from offsides to kicks to high sticks to goal interference can and is reviewed here. So that is what they're looking at right now.
Just got another look there. It looks like it may have even gone off some tail defenseman. Interesting to see. They've taken a lot of time to look at this one. So it's always interesting. The officials have the luxury now to be confident in the calls you mentioned, waving that off right away and getting an opportunity to review it. As they review this just to our left here up in the Ashland press box. NHL hits room, it's called up here.
This is the call.
So
See what we got.
I think it might be a goal here, Jason. We'll see. Maybe as a coach, I just think that everything should count to him.
And it's a goal. So 2-0. 2:40 to go as he was quick to hop off the bench when they signaled goal, and he was looking for the explanation. Absolutely wants one. And
I don't think he likes it. It's got it on there now. That's
Yep.
close to nothing. He's got to get his Cougars to respond here. He's got to push back, or things might get out of hand a little bit here as the Cadets now get to move the pace up a little bit, have a little bit of confidence playing 2-0, and Atticus Kelly will be giving up 1.25 goals against the game, so already 2 on the board for the Cadets, and the Cougars are going to need 3 points to beat Kelly, which is going to be a very tough task.
certainly an uphill battle for Centennial, but lots of hockey to be played. 2:25 remaining, first period. Cadets lead 2-0. Tennis.com. Glad you could join us tonight. A late night here at XL Energy Center between Centennial, the 5 seed, and St. Thomas Academy, the 4. Winner gets Minnetonka tomorrow night. Same time for that. 8 o'clock or whenever, 30 minutes after the game. Now the 2 minutes. Kelly loses this one behind the net. And he's going to have to, boy. They're going to say play a game. He has to play that.
Correct. So because he did not start in the crease, he went out to play that, Jason. As soon as he covers that behind the net, the fingertip is touching the crease, he's directly behind the net, and so it's going to be 2 minutes for the away game. 1:53 left here to go in period number 1, and this is a bit of an opportunity for Centennial to try and strike back here and get one
Ben Stucker's 5th goal of the season, but a power play here for Centennial.
That tells me there then, Jason, that they're determined in that review that the puck went off of the Centennial defenseman Carter Wagner's leg and not McFadden's in the crease. And so, as we mentioned there, no goaltender interference, no kicking or distinct kicking motion. So, going to be interesting here now, as we mentioned, with Centennial going to the power play. They're 18% on the season. And the Cadets did an excellent job killing 87% of their penalties this year. So a good matchup here for the Cadets, but power plays are the big difference here. Special teams can make a huge difference here.
Very touchy.
Scoring for St. Thomas at 14-20 in the first period. Number 10, Ben Stucker, assisted by number 21, Brendan McFadden.
Keep it a 2-goal game. At 125.
St. Thomas penalty assessed to number 30.
The zone played by Allen. Cadets penalty kill will get a line change. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. They lead 11-8 in the shots on goal department. Played across the red line by Francis, but he is unable to get anything going. The Cougars will flip it into the zone. Kelly tried to wrap that one down. We'll go to St. Thomas Academy. Oh boy, McFadden having problems picking it up. Puck was in his skates, but ultimately will clear.
Yeah, the puck's been bouncing a lot in the Cadet zone the last couple of minutes. I don't know if the ice is a little warm or what's going on down there, but all things left. Centennial dumping into the zone, trying to get things warm as we do.
Just as quickly sent out by Schmidt. Centennial will make a couple line changes here. Is just barely getting their sixth player off the ice before it came to the bench area. 25 seconds remaining. As Wagner has Wagner, the left-handed shooter behind the net, who will start this rush with 20 seconds to go in the game clock. Flipping it to the far side, Wagner will pick up his own pass as it's set through the crease and wide it out of his Kelly. Played down low by Robert Carlson. Kept it alive. 5 seconds, was shot in front. Blocked nicely by Shimmick. As Holmes players win this one. Here's a front to the near goal. The horn sounds. And that will do it for the St. Thomas Academy. 2-0 here on the Hey, Olsen, Jason Knuth with you. And the way it started, Centennial hammering for the first goal, that first 5 minutes. It was all Cougars and St. Thomas Academy. Find themselves up 2-0.
As we've seen time and time again, it's did a nice job of holding off a little bit of a push from the Cougars there, as well as, all season long. He's been excellent in that. And did an excellent job to stop a few shots in the lane. St. Thomas was able to get things going there. Had a nice little lucky bounce on that rebound to get the second goal as there and make it 2-0 here. Did an excellent job there on that penalty kill as well. Centennial with no shots to the minute 53 of that penalty. And will start on the power play for 7 seconds. Great job by the Cadets to
He is not happy. Oh boy. There's some gestures there that appropriate gestures, but not friendly gestures. Wow.
It's an intense moment that we've been all day long. Since last week's situation, out there, it's the big stage. There's some stress. We're just going to see that you check and kind of let that go. That's not over with. You don't want to drown this out. We're going to talk about the next place, the most important one. We got to shift to the most important one. We're going to save for Travis. It's the most important one. So, got to let it go now. Call it what it is. And off and running here. And
2-0 St. Thomas Academy. We're going to step aside for a few minutes. Remember that St. Thomas Academy hockey brought to you by Catholic United Financial. Every step, every journey, we're there for life. And of course, the Hoagland Bus Company. We'll step aside and get some words from our sponsors, and we'll come back. We'll recap period number 1 and get you set for the second period here from XL Energy Center, powered by the MSBN Sports Network. This is CadetBroadcast.com.
I was confused why that got called off that way. It makes sense.
what the frustration is. It seemed pretty clear to me, and I know we got a lot of looks at it.
Yeah.
Centennial Park. I hate when teams try to dump the puck on the power play.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you're outnumbering the other team.
Yes. That's the thing.
Find a way.
If you do dump it, you better have two guys busting that ass.
Yeah. All right. I try to remain neutral in these games. I just want to be here again on Friday.
So, I know. I'll be okay if it's like,
Tomorrow's game is very. The first two games that they played each other, I guess that's an indication. Thank you so much.
the way that we're set up, it's going to be a fun game.
All right, good stuff.
You know, it really was kind of an even period.
Yeah.
Shot attempts for 17, 15.
I said I'm surprised Centennial didn't score in that first 5 minutes. They just looked like they wanted it more at the beginning. The waiting list for season pass is like 9 years.
Wow, that's why I keep buying mine.
Yeah.
I got great seats right now.
You'll never get it back.
No, right across here, 18 going up, right on the first line.
Yeah. How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much do they run?
That's 100.
For the full session?
Every session. Makes sense. No, they're only $17 a session. So it's not like
Right. Yeah. Got 3 of us. We go watch on Saturday. We've been buying the set for last week. Saturday after the St. Cloud State game. Cheap seats. They're normally like $25. If you buy that package, it's just like it's in the family section. So, up there and it's a good time. We missed a couple of games because a couple of them fell during that Denver series fell in a snowstorm. We're not making this trip.
it was on FSN.
Yeah, it was on. It was the game they clinched the championship too. I'm like, you see that, but it was on. Yep. 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 short amount of time. We're going to head back on here in a few seconds. I hate missing that. Here we go. First intermission from XL Energy Center. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. Big lead here in shots on goal as well by an 11-8 clip. Alongside Nate Olson, my name is Jason Smith. Glad you could join us here. Staying up late for St. Thomas Academy. Well, some of you that might be on the West Coast might not be too late, but later than what we're used to for sure. Nate, discussing it while we were away, Centennial definitely wanted it more in that first 5 minutes, but boy, the Cadets swarmed back in the latter stages of the period to take the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that's the luxury of
Thomas Academy gets 2 goals in a span of 2 minutes 14 seconds. They pick up their first one from Cade Huntley. Good passing play. Huntley picking up his 11th of the season. 3 assists, Peyton Matsui and Ray Christie. Second goal, a little bit of controversy, as we talked about earlier, Nate. Ben Stucker ultimately credited with the goal, his 5th of the season. The assist going to Brennan McFadden at the 14-20 mark, and that made it 2-0.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about it a lot, but all it was just a shot from the point that hit the net. And a hard play there by McFadden. 2 degrees. And all you got to do is just get there, and as we saw, Allen had to move a little bit. The puck ended up bouncing off of his defenseman, who was forced to be there because McFadden used his speed to get there. And, you know, bounces oftentimes are luck or created by moving your feet, working hard, and doing things the right way. And the Cadets really got to doing that in that second half of the first period. Got rewarded there, and it's going to be, like I said, interesting because we know the Cougars are going to come out now and try and push and get that pace going just like they did opening up period number 1. And I think the Cadets just got to make sure they stay tight defensively, make sure that they kill off this first 7 seconds of the power play that the Cougars have remaining here. And an interesting thing here is we look at a small little power play to start the Cougars. We're going to have a face-off here, 5-on-4, of course. And we do the face-off for the Cadets is super important because we win that. You're going to negate the rest of that power play, and then you're going to almost reset yourself a little bit and try to make things moving forward. The Cougars win that face-off. They can try and get a quick rush here, maybe an odd-man situation, find a 2-on-1 somewhere. So we talked about the importance of face-offs so far. It's going to be important here moving forward. And that's doing a nice job so far in the face-off. Got to run 9 of the 15 draws there in period number 1. So you mentioned Peyton Matsui, kind of a leader there in that department. He's won 5 of his 7 draws. 2-0 and 1-0 in the draw. So important to be winning face-offs and making sure too. We think of face-offs as those centers are coming in. But it's really it's a Cadets are doing a nice job of that so far.
Well, 2-0 as we mentioned. Officials coming back out onto the ice. We want to hit the MSBN inbox real quick. We'll get a couple in here. Greg emailing in, listening in from Colorado, asking if there's a live video feed. Unfortunately, Minnesota State High School league rules prohibit that, as they have their own. But you can do our audio feed here from the booth, and as we have all year for St. Thomas Academy hockey. Glad you could spend some time and listen in from Colorado. We appreciate the email. Also, Connor Duffy, class of 2015, viewing from Cornell University.
So we can do up here from our part. Hopefully the team can continue to do their part. Connor, thank you so much for the email.
Teams making their way back out onto the ice. Second period about to begin. Again, 11-8 shots on goal favoring St. Thomas Academy. And, of course, on the scoreboard where it really counts, 2-0 for the Cadets. Teams will flip ends and down to our right. Travis Allen maintains the goal. As you mentioned, to our right, Atticus Kelly. To our left, he stopped 8 of the 8 shots that he faced. 1.25 goals against average. He's a tough guy to get the puck past. And did the week really section change against Eastview, the shot that he sort of loved to have net. Just strode through the arc, fell behind him, and landed the goal. After that, St. Thomas Academy went to town against Eastview, scored 4 minutes ago, and up to the Section 3 championship. That's where they are now. And the state tournament, Centennial, of course, doing their thing as well. The winners of Section 5, picking up the 5 seed. A lot of people thought once they were late was going to get the 5 seed, but they were upset by Hill Morgan. And over at Aldridge Arena. And I don't know if you've been to Aldridge during the section in the final. That place looks nuts.
That was interesting. And not breaking up the initiative, but I was following on Twitter that what they had in their foot and the tickets in the league. So we're so lucky to get this.
Absolutely. Power play continues. Cougars win the draw, as you mentioned. They get a quick shot on goal, and Kelly has to make a huge save. Pretty much exactly how you want to describe it.
Yeah, and that was Lucas McGregor, the Centennial Cougars star, their best player, and the guy that kind of funnels their offense through. And just like that, it's simple. Won the faceoff, did a nice job, got the puck in the zone. They likely had a play set up there. Kind of a partial 2-on-1. Kelly did a nice job coming out to make the left save. Took a little bit of a hit there as McGregor drove it up, but it's still 2-0 Cadets.
Centennial wins the draw. They bank it off the end wall on an attempted shot on goal, but Chase Foley will have it behind his own net. Centennial steals right in front of the crease. Loose puck. It goes back to the point. And D-to-D now as Luke Ahrens, the defenseman, sends it around back to the point for Francis. Francis sends it in as it deflected in front. Penalty coming up. This one's going to go against Centennial. As they touch up on the far wall, whistle sounds, and it will be a slashing penalty assessed to the Cougars.
Well, it looks like defenseman Carter just kind of got a little bit careless, got beat there by his man, and a little bit of a tomahawk chop, and definitely a slash. Well called by the official there, and huge opportunity here now for the Cadets with 16-18 to go through the twos they have in their first power play.
Always a dangerous power play. Power play goes to work for St. Thomas Academy. They send one in front. No rebound on the shot from Holmes. Van was right there, but Allen will hang on.
So the second
So if you were to look at, let's just say the last 20 games, they're probably even closer to 50, maybe 55%. That's a number that's a winning number. So if they can convert on a power play here too, it could be a long night for the Cougars.
Scored 5 power play goals against Burnsville in the section semifinal. They had 3 more in the opening section game against Eastridge, but did not have a power play goal against the Lightning of Eastview in the section championship. Each puck at neutral ice as this power play goes to work. Turned over in the zone. Centennial behind their own net. Will play it. This puck locked nicely in front. Backhander wide of the cage. On the far wall. Kept in nicely by Matsui. Matsui cuts to the net. Backhand protects. And a shot. And a save by Allen.
Beautiful job there by Matsui to be patient with the hockey. Back on his back. Got it to the side there. Waited. And actually, the more he waited there, Travis Allen was able to move over and see that thing the whole way through. Not maybe getting a little traffic there. I know he's in tight with the puck, but able to, like we mentioned, Travis Allen was able to get on his feet and take a little shooting in. Nice save there with the chest. And shots on goal 15-9 for the Cadets.
Cougars win the draw, but they send it around the boards, only to go to the stick of Chase Foley. Matsui, quarterbacking this power play, fakes the shot, sends it to the far wall. Goes back to Matsui, but he's unable to handle it. He'll run it down at neutral ice with 15 minutes remaining in period number 2. 40 seconds of power play time, broken up in the neutral zone, and the Cougars shorthanded, trying to get something started, but quickly stolen back. A 3-on-1 for the Cadets. Shot, save made as Foley put one on goal. Allen left a fat rebound, but the Cadets keep it in the zone. 25 seconds. This one ricochets off of a Cadet skate and will ultimately end up down near Atticus Kelly, where Centennial will make a line change with 15 seconds of power play time remaining for St. Thomas Academy. Down the right side, this is Ryan O'Neill. O'Neill, the right-handed shooter, protects the puck. Looking for the centering pass. He'll bank it off the end wall on the cycle. Now look out of the box with 2 seconds and 1. Power play is over. St. Thomas Academy unable to score. Matsui behind the net. He's pinned up pretty hard as Jackson Hallam out there, the freshman, the lone freshman in this game. He has made a name for himself this season. I'm sure he's getting freshman minutes, but playing varsity for St. Thomas Academy as a freshman is no easy task. Since into the zone, St. Thomas Academy making a line change. Travis Allen leaves it, and they start a headman pass here for Austin Cannon. Cannon unable to hold on to that one, and Hallam will have it. Hallam controls, he's going to let it offside. 13:38 to go, second period. 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. We'll step aside for a brief timeout. Come back with more 2-0 Cadets on cadetbroadcast.com. Back at XL Energy Center, Jason Knuth alongside Nate Olson. 13:38 to go, 2-0 St. Thomas Academy. Real quick, want to hit up the MSBN inbox. Sam Enderby, class of 2017, watching, listening, and perhaps watching, maybe both. Hey, I flipped on the TV 45 and listened to the MSBN broadcast with Steve Classic in the past. He says, watching from the University of Dayton. Yes, I lived in Cincinnati for a year, so I'm familiar with the area. I'm familiar with how bad the traffic is going through Dayton to Cincinnati. But yeah, thank you, Sam. Appreciate the email. Hope you're doing well. Cheering on the Cadets, 2-0 here. Another beach ball in the crowd about to find its doom. That's getting some victory right now. 13 and a half to go in period number 2. Neutral zone battle here as Centennial has been taken away by Blake Christie. Christie was sent into the zone. That beach ball, as you can hear from the crowd just past the 4-minute mark of period number 2. That's leading by a pair. Banked off the near wall. This is Wagner. Wagner has this one taken away, and here come the Cadets trying to catch Centennial on the rush. Herzog over to McFadden. Back to Herzog, who sends one this wide of the net. Goes behind that to McFadden. McFadden goes back to Herzog. Herzog looking for a wide open chase. Foley was pinching in a bit. Got covered last there by Ben Stuckert. Stuckert, who already has a goal on the night. This one, a loose puck, and Atticus Kelly's going to end up hanging on to this one with 12:15 to go.
Yeah, luckily that the Cougars are in line shape. A little bit of a misplay of that puck and Atticus Kelly did a nice job to control things, settle it down, just take the defensive zone out of my right here and regroup and make sure that we got things doing what we want.
The face-off is to the right of Kelly. It's won by St. Thomas Academy cleanly. It goes to Holmes, and Holmes sends it to the far wall, where it's played by St. Thomas Academy's McFadden. Blocker save made by Allen. And a loose puck right in front of the St. Thomas Academy bench. Still in the offensive zone, however. Set down low by Herzog. Looking for McFadden, but it avoids him and goes to Stucker. Stucker is pinned up along the wall. Loose puck to the far side for Frank Weiss. Weiss, the senior, driven off the play, but manages to get the puck into the offensive zone where the Cougars will make a line change. Looking for the stretch pass here. He thought about it. Andrew Bamer had it on his stick looking for it, but thought better of it. O'Neill first to it. Cougars will end up behind their own net. Not to neutralize, it goes once again with 11:20 remaining in period number 2. Cadets holding on to that 2-0 lead right now. Allen will play it behind the net. Looking, this is Bamer. Bamer circles the net, centers one, but it ricochets to Centennial, now quickly taken back by Christie over to the far wall for O'Neill. O'Neill has this one off his stick, but he quickly recovers in the neutral zone and will send it to the far side, banking this one off the near side wall, where it's played by Christie, now up to Vega. Here's Nico Vega, sends a short side shot. Caroms off the net, back to Vega's stick, over to O'Neill, and back to the point it goes. Foley tries to send it on in, and they keep it alive, they do. Nice play by Shinnick to keep it down low. It goes all the way on goal. Allen had to put it down the side with the right pad. 10:30 remaining here in the second period. And again, continuous action happening out on the ice. Centennial happy to clear the zone. They'll get a couple players off on the change, and Chase Foley leads the rush. Foley centers one towards the middle, shot! Nice save by Allen as Nico Vega had a great look inside the hash marks. Here comes Wagner. Wagner tries to cut around one. Wagner still has it. He goes behind the net as the Cougars get a shot on goal. Kelly holding that left post makes the stop. And off to the stick of Ray Christie. Christie, far wall. This one taken back by Centennial's Lucas McGregor, who reverts back to Francis. Francis sends it to the near side. McGregor drop pass, but that one was intercepted. And here's Matsui, who's off to the races, but he could not get past the stick of William Francis in the neutral zone. 9.5 to go, second period here on CadetBroadcast.com. So glad you could join us here tonight as we approach 10 o'clock Central Time. Still going here at XL Energy Center. Wide open in front, shot, rebound, score! Carter Wagner was wide open in front of Atticus Kelly. Gets the first shot. Saved by Kelly, the rebound, and he scores. by a goal here with 9 minutes to go as the puck will leave the playing surface. We'll step aside for a minute. 2-1 St. Thomas Academy here from XL Energy Center. This is CadetBroadcast.com, all powered by the MSN Sports Network.
And number 12, Luke Aaron.
Caught my eye well before that shot. I assumed someone was on it. Here we go. 2-1 St. Thomas Academy leading here on Cadet Broadcasts. And Centennial picking up a goal there from Carter Wagner. Just kind of camping in front of the crease.
Between the cadet defenseman or what really happened there, but he's had a little bit of space there right with Atticus Kelly just in front of the crease, and a good time there for the timeout, the TV timeout there. Just the cadets are ready to regroup on the bench and maybe slow things down a little bit here to make sure that they can get the matches they want moving forward here and get this next shift going a little further. It's going to be a face-off here in the Centennial front on the left. He's there to the Travis Island, and opportunity here for the Cadets to continue to get a little offense going and try to get this thing back to a 2-1 lead.
Quick shout out to Kyle Dewey, who says he's cheering hard for these cadets tonight while enjoying some great pizza from Rocco's. Shout out to Rocco's Pizza. Great time, great team with a lot of talent.
Always sounds good. I probably should.
No one should. No one should. 8:35. We're approaching the midway point of this game. St. Thomas Academy picking up 2 goals in the first period, but Centennial getting the lone goal here in the second. That's where we stand right now as St. Thomas Academy down the left side. Stopping and popping there was Ben Stucker on the defense. As this was going to pop up and out of play. Super for a fan down there. And here the blue line down to our right. 8:20 to go. Period number 2.
Shots on one for 16 to 12 in front of
Face-off won by the Cadets. They'll simply flip it into the zone where it's played by William Francis of Centennial. Francis has the puck on the far wall, but the Cadets pressuring the puck, trying to keep it deep. Still behind the net of Travis Allen. Pops loose on the near side, and the Cougars, will send a stretch pass. Look out. Across the line, he's onside, one-on-one. That's Wagner. Wagner has that one broken up there as Foley's going to have none of it. Matsui drops off for Foley on the near side, and it clears to the neutral zone. It's played ahead by Ray Christie. Christie, oh boy, had Matsui springing. How did he get over there so quickly? I don't know. Matsui was down here on the near side suddenly. Was right in front of his bench looking for the breakaway pass. Nonetheless, it was broken up with 7:39 to go in a 2-1 STA lead.
Carter Wagner, the Centennial goal scorer, playing a little confidence now there. A nice opportunity on the rush once again. And I think that's the better, like I said, looking back in their favor, they're facing off there with the wild low here at St. Ice, and a golden opportunity to try to get them moving their way here as they lose the draw.
Cougars control out of their own end, but quickly broken up at center. Flushed ahead by Nico Vega. Swats at it a couple times. He has help from O'Neill, who will send it down low. First to it is Ron Christie wearing number 11. Rob has that one broken up on the near side line. O'Neill trying to run this one down. Back and forth between Centennial and STA in the zone, and a 2-on-2 as they break out. This is Hayden Brickner. Brickner puts it just behind the net, and Atticus Kelly retreats from his crease to play it. Then hit on the far side. Turnover. Here comes Centennial. Down low. Oh, they missed an empty net. Oh, my goodness. Kelly was out of the crease, and the shot was inches wide of the post. Centennial still swarming here, and it goes to neutral ice. Oh, boy. Here comes St. Thomas Academy on the rush. Vega leads it. He's ball down on the play on as O'Neill loses save made by Allen. 6:32 remaining. All Centennial a golden opportunity.
Yeah, and it all started because the Cadets were trying to get the puck out of the zone, and the winger moved back into the zone. Okay, and we talk a lot about running the puck in your own self, and at the very worst, you want to get it out of your own end. And that turnover, bringing it back into the corner, also that allowed the Cougars to get on the puck, brought it to the front of the net, got Kelly laying down, was able to get around, and just missed wide. And then a second opportunity that just hit the pipe, maybe the side of the cage ridge. But the Cougars here now taking advantage of that momentum off of their goal to try and get a good push and get this thing tied.
After a false face-off, St. Thomas Academy wins the draw, but quickly turning over on a 2-on-2 ensuing here across the blue line. Wrist shot, easy glove save made by Kelly. He's bumped after the play as Jake Pearson ran into him ever so slightly, and that draws the ire of Will Sheemick, who comes to his defense immediately.
Well, a couple different times now, the Centennial forwards have used their speed, and now you kind of have Atticus Kelly's face. And I think that's a smart game plan. You've got an excellent goaltender who's going to make saves. You got to do everything you can to let him know A, you're going to be increasing around him, and B, that you're coming. And they're doing a good job there. Kelly doing a nice job staying cool, calm, and collected as the defenseman stepped in. Nothing crazy to make sure that the Cougars knew that they were going to stand up for their goaltender.
6:15 to go. Centennial, they win the draw, but unable to control this one. Down the left side, banked high off the glass and out to center ice and run down here by Robert Carlson, the senior defender. Again, 13 seniors on this Centennial team. Team built on senior leadership, and it's been 5 years since they hit the state tournament. This is their time to shine right now as they trail by a goal. St. Thomas Academy trying to pick one up. Boy, and again, this one leaves the zone, and Bamer unable to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but as we've seen time and time again this year, they retreat quickly back to neutral ice to control it. Chase Foley, up ice, 3-on-2 across the line. Nice touch pass by St. Thomas Academy, and Suey had a look on the near side. It's turned over, quick wrist shot in front. This one goes wide. Ray Chrisley had another great look at the hash marks and unable to finish. And look out, here comes Centennial down the left side, race on for the puck, but this puck is rolling on in and will be icing with 5:13 to go, and a 2-1 St. Thomas Academy lead here from XL Energy Center. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and come right back. This is CadetBroadcast.com.
Game's changed a lot since that goal.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
He does that a lot. He'll try and make that bet. It's always his first option. Maybe a leading goal scorer, but he always looks his pass first. 3-2. 2-1 St. Thomas Academy here from XL Energy Center. And after the icing call, the Cadets will have an offensive zone face-off. It was an interesting icing call there, Nate. The puck was kind of rolling on in, but if the puck was a little bit slower, Centennial had a 2-on-0, 2-on-1 situation occurring.
Yep, and to no surprise, it was number 8, the senior forward, and a 47-point guy, and now a 48-point guy with this goal here tonight. Carter Wagner for the Cougars with the speed there. And you're right, that puck just rolled up on its side, and if that thing had settled down, I don't think that thing's getting to the goal line, and all of a sudden you've got an opportunity there for the Cougars to try and make it 2-2, and the Cadets really need to refocus, settle down a little bit, and like we talked about way in the beginning of this game, simplicity is going to be key to being successful, and they're going to get that.
Face-off is to the left of Travis Allen. It's won by St. Thomas Academy. They go back to the point, wrap-around attempt, loose puck in the crease, but quickly cleared out by Centennial. And they've got a 2-on-2 at the center red line, and now across the blue, looking to attack. Shot blocked in front. The rebound is wide of the net. Nothing ever got on goal. Matsui picks it up far side. He'll clear the zone to center, where it's played by William Francis. He'll quickly send it back into the zone. 4:45 remaining, second period, and a turnover. Look out, here comes Wagner. Wagner sends a shot, shoulder save made by Kelly. The rebound back to the point. Down in the butterfly was Kelly. The rebound went to the far side. And boy, this looks like the first 5 minutes of the game, Nate. Centennial absolutely all over the Cadets right now. On the far side, here Kelly will leave the crease, and it's played, shot from a sharp angle, blocker save made by Kelly once again. And that shot total starting to creep up on STA once again. Cadets slap shot blockers save as Ray Christie had a good look in transition, and now we go the other way. 2-on-2. It's Wagner. Who else? Nice deke. Far side controls it, but it goes to the stick of Rob Christie. And now Christie will lead a 3-on-2. And in fact, this is Ray Christie wearing number 15. Christie sends it to the far side, playing out there with his brother right now. And the line change will complete this line as a shot from the point from Banger goes on goal. And it's Travis Allen making the save. I mentioned the Christies, they about half of the season have played on the same line, but Cade Huntley has kind of filled in there to play with Peyton Matsui now, and I think they found their line combination. So this season was kind of a work in progress to find who works well with whom. And
25 games to prepare for that section 2.
Exactly. Yeah. Shot in. This one is knocked down with the blocker of Travis Allen, who has performed admirably tonight, stopping 18, now 19 of the 21 shots that he has faced. Brickner with speed across the line. Brickner with room. He's broken up by Chase Foley. As Brickner came in all alone on goal, looking for the equalizer. St. Thomas Academy right now. It looks like they're playing on their heels a little bit, Nate.
Getting a little bit of loosey-goosey.
It's turned over, went right on goal. Allen had to use that stick to knock it aside, but 3-on-2 developing here for Centennial. The Cougars have it, looking for the drop pass. It's fanned on. They continue to control. Goes behind the net one more time. Centering pass back to the point now. Far side in the far face. Oh boy! Couldn't pull the trigger. And a wide open look there. I believe that was Brickner on the far side. And that sends it in. Kept alive. And a shot. 2-on-1 down low. Slap shot misses the net. It's on the back of the cage, and the whistle will sound, signifying a stoppage of play. And in fact, they're going to say that's going to come to the neutral zone because it was off of a Centennial stick.
Excellent opportunity there, and as you mentioned, Boulay, he did a good job there finding his teammate Carter Wagner wide, and the shot just missed there. Atticus Kelly doing a good job of keeping the Cadets in the game right now. You know, the Cougars have really been pushing. I know they don't get a ton of shots on net, but things are in the St. Thomas zone quite a bit right now, and they got to kind of settle that down, be simple, get pucks out of the zone, make a good first pass out of their zone, and then get things going the other way.
2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second period. St. Thomas Academy on the rush. Here's McFadden down the left side. Wraparound attempt. This one goes through the crease, but never on goal. They scored 3 wraparound goals against Burnsville in the first period of the section semifinal. It seems like they tried to go to the well when it matters in the section championship, and now here in the first round of the state tournament, they've been unsuccessful on the wraparound attempts. Minute 50 to go in the second period. Blake Holmes behind the net, banks it off the in wall for Will Sheemick. Sheemick goes back to McFadden, and now back to Sheemick. Out of their own end with the Cougars. Forechecking with a pair right now, and intercepted at neutral ice, where McGregor has it. Taken back by McFadden. Both teams kind of going back and forth in the neutral zone to gain possession with 90 seconds remaining in the period. 21-14 shots on goals. Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, lots of physicality right now in the neutral zone. Lots of body checks being given by both teams.
McFadden simply gets it into the zone. A little awkward hit on the far side. As it's Cade Huntley down there. Kind of in a helpless position. But he seems to be okay. We're down to the final minute of play here in period 2. 2-1 Cadets. Just behind the net. And I think if you're St. Thomas Academy, you can't wait for this period to end the way this is going. Near side, Matsui touches it for Ray Christie. Christie controls across the red line, and now the blue. First across, he drops it to Matsui. Sends it to the far wall for Huntley. Huntley has it. Back to the point it goes, and now the movement by STA looking pretty good. A chance for St. Thomas Academy in front. This one ricochets. Look out! Breakaway pass for Centennial. Here comes Wagner. All alone. Wagner fans on it. Foley. Loose puck is in the crease. And it's in the net, but the net clearly off first. Face-off will be to the left of Atticus Kelly, but it will not be a goal.
Display of speed. Excellent handling. Breaking Carter Wagner for the Cougars. And what an excellent job by none other than Chase Foley. You know he's going to go on offense. mentioned that Wagner rolled right into Hankus Kelly, and that is a very, very good thing that he did, because that puck just sat on the doorstep. If that net doesn't come off, we got a 2-2 hockey game. Just put into a net that was off its moorings. Otherwise, like we mentioned, with 27 seconds to go on period 2, it would be 2-2, but nope, Cadets lead 2-1.
Face-off won by the Cadets, but the Cougars still controlling the play. Back in the neutral zone, they'll flip it right back in. Behind the net with just 15 seconds remaining. And again, intercepted in the neutral zone. Stewart for Centennial. He'll draw the whistle. Puck hitting the bench. 8.6 seconds reads the clock. And Centennial just having their way once again with St. Thomas Academy here in the latter stages of period 2.
Yeah, and you know, Carter Wagner's line had a long shift there for him, but he's getting kind of looked at on the bench. It'll be interesting to see if that's an issue, because he's been by far the leader for the Cougars.
Sent into the zone wide of Kelly, and the horn will sound as signify the end of period number 2. Got a good one here. St. Thomas Academy leading 2-1. 21-15 on the shots on goal. But where it matters, again, 2-1 the score. Maybe interesting period. Boy, this is going to be right down the wire, you would think. It's such a blowout that we can have some state tournament.
Well, as we mentioned, we might be in for a treat here tonight. Maybe save the best for last type of deal. And we get these quarterfinal matchups oftentimes. A couple teams can maybe run away from a few different other teams, but not the case here in this 4-5 matchup tonight. And I know Coach Rich Meddy is pleased probably with how the Cougars responded in that second period. And it's been a very, very interesting game. We've had momentum swings by both teams, where St. Thomas Academy and and then for the latter half of that second period, the Cougars really put the pressure on. The difference in this game right now is that we're about 3-1. That bounce that Rich Meddy and his goaltender Travis Allen were not very happy with. That's the difference maker in this hockey game right now.
I mean, you don't want to see something like that decide a game, but at the same time, you do want him to get the correct call, which is, yeah.
It's frustrating for the coach. You know, he's got maybe 1 or 2 looks at it. As you mentioned, they took it off the screen. And so we were able to see it with the TV broadcast. We were able to talk about the press box. But going to be interesting to see here if that is the difference maker. You never know with Atticus Kelly and Travis Allen both playing very well in their respective paths. It's going to be a fun year.
I'm going to say a quick hello to Michael Travisano, emailing all the way from Florida. Always enjoyed watching St. Thomas Academy. Let's go, he says. Thanks, Michael. We appreciate the emails. And again, let us know who you are, where you are listening from tonight, no matter where you are in the country or even around the world. Love to hear from you here from the Tourney 2018. So glad you could join us here on CadetBroadcast.com. It's all powered by the MSBN Sports Network. We're going to step aside for a few minutes, collect our breath, and get you set for period 3 when we return here on CadetBroadcast.com. And again, it's all powered by the MSBN Sports Network. Blueberry time. These are any good? Not bad. Deanie. What's going on, man? Just sitting here at XL Energy Center, watching the state tournament, calling the state tournament, I guess. Oh, man. Thank you. College basketball, good stuff. I'd rather be here, but that's just me. Oh, man. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. There's the stats. Yikes. We are live. I'm just unable to get back to the mic because I got to get back to this. So we are live. It is 10:19 Central Time. Back on. A few seconds. I don't have a timer for this program, so it's like whenever the audio starts getting really low. All right, here we go. Second intermission rolling on here from XL Energy Center. Glad you could join us from St. Paul, Minnesota. State tournament quarterfinals. St. Thomas Academy leading 2-1 here through 2 periods of play. Alongside Nate Olson, my name is Jason Knuth. Certainly glad you could stay up late with us. We are, 10:21 Central Time for a game that was supposed to start at 8, but we know very well that that's not the case. Well, that's totally fine. It's well worth it to stay up late on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night for the best state hockey tournament in the country.
Yeah, the best 4 days of the year for many folks here. The sold out crowd never played today. Just a spectacle that's unlike any other way to talk about sports. Through science or religious. They would like to argue that they could come here and take this all in and then we can tell you that.
Sure.
It's going to be an interesting period, as you mentioned, the cadets are up 2-1. We commended the cadets for being excellent for this off.
Sure. Well, I got to say a quick shout out here to our old friend Steve Pesic, who stepped away from the Knicks. He's now in Foxborough, Massachusetts. He's did this for legal for a decade. For sure. Big shout out to Steve, who's listening right now in Massachusetts, where I'm pretty sure they're getting hit pretty hard with the storm right now.
He's probably bundled up on his couch right now, enjoying this tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kind of was able to take an opportunity, which has been awesome. Appreciate all that Steve has done, and they're glad things are going well for him out in Foxborough, and appreciate him continuing back and listening. And we miss you here, Steve. So hope all is well on the East Coast, where it's 11:24. You know Steve's going to say.
Oh yeah,
He's not worried about the time when it comes to the eternity time. He's used to working these 12, 14, 16-hour days, you know. And so a little bit of extra time on the couch at home is probably just A-okay with Mr. Pesic.
And our email inbox, again, is open on cadetbroadcast.com. Just hit that email button right below the video board. Let us know who you are, where you are listening from this evening, no matter where you are in the country or around the world. Love to hear from you. We've already heard from a lot of former cadet alumni as well. So keep those coming. Love to hear from you. 2-1 St. Thomas Academy. They lead 21-15 with the shots on goal through 34 minutes of play, and the crowd very loud tonight. And again, game time this place once full. Always a fun time here, man. Nate, it's just unlike any I've ever seen. I'm from Indiana, where we've got the basketball program that's always been. Before they went to a class system, like a single class, they would fill the RCA note 55, 60,000 people. And this brings back those kind of memories of seeing a full house for high school tournament. It's Texas football, it's Indiana basketball, it's Iowa wrestling. It's just something fantastic to be a part of.
It's just amazing. Every year you come here and get to see these little kids running around.
That's right.
A lot of them are playing with other teammates, family members, etc. Just to see the family feeling of hockey community coming here, just to celebrate the hard work and everything that each of these student athletes has put into reaching this goal, coming to the X, earning their spot in the tournament. I look forward to every single year coming to see a coffee 4 years, and watch these 16 teams full of 21 men apiece just smile, be together, and they don't take it.
Second period scoring, it was pretty minimal. Centennial picking up the lone goal in that period, and it was Carter Wagner, his 19th goal of the season, the assist to Jack Miller and Luke Aarons. 7:39 time of that goal. But St. Thomas Academy actually in that second period extended their shots on goal to 21-15. As teams are back on the ice, we are all but set for third period action. Down to our right for St. Thomas Academy, and for Centennial, Travis Allen, tending goal down to our left. We'll see how these teams, and how long would you say? Maybe 5 minutes to get that big push for either team. Which team? I mean, let's be honest here. Centennial kind of playing on their heels as far as scoreboard goes, but they have them ahead.
Yeah, these first couple shifts are really the first minute, 2 minutes are really upset the time. Maybe break those down to 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and then you finish in 5 minutes. I'm sure Centennial got a good one. Just some time out.
Right away, oh my goodness, what a save. St. Thomas Academy looked like they had made it 3-1. That Sui hit Ray Christie, and an outstanding glove save by Travis Allen. Oh my goodness.
Spread out, he was laying, sitting on his backside as he just kept that thing out of the net and threw it out in front of him to make sure it wasn't going behind him.
I cannot describe how amazing that was. You'll find that on social media somewhere in the next few minutes, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I think that one, like I said, I couldn't find this many times.
Wow. Yeah, someone tweeted right? That's unbelievable. We are just a few moments into this third period. St. Thomas Academy leading 2-1, getting a great opportunity there, but Travis Allen making sure this game remains close. Now a 3-on-2, making a 4-on-2 across the line, but look out, here comes St. Thomas Academy in transition. Falling down across the blue line there was Ryan O'Neill, and we go the other way. Centennial a chance, shot from a sharp angle, glove save made by Atticus Kelly. He'll hang on for the whistle to his right will be the face-off.
Now let's remember that save by Travis Allen too. It happened in the first minute here in the third period. He was able to tie this thing up. That could be a difference maker, so we're going to have to revisit that and see what happened there. The Cougars did a nice job, and once again, that's defenseman getting a little bit aggressive. Almost a 2-on-0 coming for the Cougars, and a nice job of covering in, and Blake Holmes did a good job getting back, and he saved by Kelly. Face off.
Edina Lakeville North game, a 7-1 win for Edina. The East beat St. Michael Albertville 5-0. Minnetonka beat Missouri 6-2. And this one, the lone game that's been close so far, and 2-1 lead for St. Thomas Academy here as we begin the third period. Goes back to Atticus Kelly right now as he looks to leave it here for his teammates. On the near side wall, they jostle for it, kept alive by Centennial in the offensive zone, however. On the far wall, right in front of the STA bench, it's played by the Cadets. Back into their zone it goes one more time. 15 minutes remaining in period number 3. Winner will take on Minnetonka tomorrow night in the late game. Across the blue line they come. Here comes St. Thomas Academy. Far side, sharp angle shot in and out of the glove of Allen. Rebound, not a problem for Centennial. They start to rush out by us. This one ricochets off the stick of Wagner. Kelly takes a spill on the play, and we continue. That's Sui trying to lead this rush. He has his pocket picked by Jack Menny. Menny will send it in. This one goes on Cole. Kelly, who already has a delay of game penalty, kind of held on to that one, unsure of himself, but he was more crease there.
Yeah, it was a similar play. Luckily, Allen was more in front of the net rather than behind him. It looks like there's a little bit of a lack of communication maybe with Atticus Kelly as the defenseman there, and clean line up a little bit, just to get on the same page and know who's doing what. You know, Kelly wants to play the puck and wants that thing getting out of his own end, but the defensemen are going to need to get on the same page.
Face-off won by St. Thomas Academy. Thomas Wingus banks it off the end wall. Played for Chase Foley. Foley will carry it, avoiding two Centennial players. And now behind the play, what do we have?
You know, it was an interesting little exchange there. I'm not sure if it results in, it's going to be what we call close-up minors, and it's probably more of a preventative measure to make sure things stay in check and in control here. I didn't see a whole lot going on, but looking there, we had Ray Christie's glove come off, a little bit of shoving going on. Not a ton, like I said, but just enough to make sure that the official wanted to put coincidental minors in there and bring a play 5-on-5 for this
Chance for St. Thomas Academy. Wrist shot in and off the glove of Allen. It goes behind the net where Ryan O'Neill will have it. Nice move there from a sharp angle. He takes the shot as it's played on the near side by St. Thomas Academy. Look a lot better here in these first 3 minutes than they did as the second period came to an end. On the near side, big hit laid out there by Rob Christie, far wall. Bounce right in front of the crease. Allen leaves it. And here come the Cougars down the far side, 3-on-2. Past the near wall. He's behind the net. Cougars looking for that equalizer. They've come close on a couple opportunities in the second period.
Number 11, Lucas
chance
McGregor.
in the third.
And for St. Thomas, number 15, Ray Christie. 2 for slashing.
Tries to
and
avoid
2:41
danger.
of the third period.
St. Thomas Academy has it, looking for the headman pass to Ryan O'Neill. And keeping it is Rob Christie. Christie drops to O'Neill. O'Neill sends a shot in. It was blocked by Goulet. And behind the play, a stick goes flying. That was Ryan O'Neill's stick. He looks to the referee, does not get the call. We are at the 4-minute mark of this third period of play. And pass inadvertently off the skate of Blake Holmes. He was unaware of it. Turned over, and here comes Joshua Hearns. Sending one up and over the glass into protective netting. We'll get a timeout on the ice. We'll step aside as well. 12:48 remaining third period. St. Thomas Academy clinging to a 2-1 lead here on CadetBroadcast.com, all powered by the MSBN Sports Network.
Doing that yesterday too.
All right, ready? Here we go. Back on CadetBroadcast.com. Powered by the MSBN Sports Network. Jason Knuth alongside Nate Olson, assistant coach at Mankato West. Thanks again for joining us. We really appreciate your insight. Last year as well. Glad to have you back.
I was invited to be with Jason and on the MSBN Sports Network, and really enjoyed too. We got like some cool. The tournament we talked about, quite the spectacle here. We're very lucky and fortunate to be up here providing hopefully some solid imagery for you as you listen across your computer or radio dials.
This evening's attendance.
Interesting here in this next 12 to see how things go. Looking to push here, and the Cadets trying to get them more back to pushing themselves with the 2-goal lead. So it'll be a fun last 12 and a half minutes.
Cadets win the draw, but as has been the case most of these games, Centennial not making it easy for the Cadets to fill the zone. They finally spring through. This is Luke Herzog, who's drilled on the play, stolen by Robert Carlson, another one of the senior defenders for Centennial, for their 6th defenseman senior classman. Just wanted to go on goal. Another offensive zone draw coming for the Cougars.
Yeah, shots on goal here, still 27-18 in favor of the Cadets. A long shot connect there, and it'll be interesting to see here if the Cadets can kind of get some sustained pressure going the other way. Cougars been in their zone a little bit here the last 2-3 minutes, and
goes to the neutral ice. Bouncing in off the glove of Atticus Kelly. Will play it to the near side. Back to Foley. Again, turned over by St. Thomas Academy. And nice move. Oh boy, Wagner avoiding the hit. Keeps the puck moving forward. And Kelly, this one go off the stick and makes a blocker save here as Wagner, quick turnaround shot, bouncing puck at the crease, and they will hang on.
You mentioned Bricker there just missing on that opportunity. I want to say, Jason, that thing might have just hit the crossbar. It looked like it may have caught a little bit of Atticus Kelly's shoulder, but just that touch. Golden opportunity there, and once again, Tyler Wagner did a nice job there, getting that puck, keeping him in his zone, shot up the line. His teammate there picked it up on the wall, and here we are again. Shots 27-20 now as Centennial continues to play.
Face off one by the Cadets. They spring Matsui. Matsui in all alone. He's taken down on the play. What's the call? They're going to give him the shot. I don't know. He's waiting. It's going to be a trip.
Yeah, you know, it's always interesting. We love seeing belly shots. It's official. It's fun to call them. You know, they were kind of even with each other, so I can see when I could be a trip there. And what a great sweep. Just Jimmy Harden on Travis Allen, the Centennial goaltender, and definitely got him drugged down a little bit. An excellent
Centennial penalty, assist to number 11. Lucas McGregor, 2 minutes for tripping at 5:46 of the third period.
St. Thomas Academy is 0 for 1 with the advantage. They control the zone, the offensive zone rather, as it goes to O'Neill on the near side. Sharp angle shot. That one ricochets off the post. It's loose in the crease. Sprawling forward is Allen, and they finally clear. Matsui keeps it alive, however, right in front of the Centennial bench. They send it to Foley, and now down low for Rob Christie. Christie over to his brother, Rob Christie, to Ray Christie. At the point, cross crease pass from Ryan O'Neill. And now a one-on-one chance, short-handed. This is William Francis wearing number 7. Francis cuts towards the middle, stolen by Matsui, and he leads the rush. To the far side, it goes for O'Neill. O'Neill dropping this one off for Matsui. Matsui has it with a lot of room. Matsui around 1, now around 2. Quick shot, never got all he wanted. He's taken down on the play, drawing the ire of the fans. Matsui in front. Oh, a tic-tac-toe pass that Foley just missed. Oh, he was wide open in the crease but couldn't finish.
St. Thomas looks like he's going to take a time out here, maybe regroup with that same time. He's back out there really trying to use this opportunity to, as we mentioned, take a string.
Man, Foley was right there on the doorstep. And this is the power play setup that they've gone with all year with Matsui quarterbacking that power play. Foley working that far side. And Ray Christie on the near side, but they've had O'Neill down there so far in this power play, so perhaps a little bit of a different look.
And it's nice having Peyton Matsui kind of lead things there. You know, you've got a guy with 28 goals on the season as well, 7 power play goals. He's a threat to shoot. He's got excellent vision and patience with the puck as well, with 30 assists on the year. Right there, should have maybe been 31, like we mentioned. Chase Foley, who very rarely misses on those opportunities. But that's hockey, that's how it goes. But no, it's a little bit. You got to keep working. You still got 54 seconds left. That's one advantage to try to take advantage and get this into a 3-1 lead and give himself a little bit of a cushion here. But we stay 2-1 here, and we're going below. So the timeout is now complete as the team can finish their changes, get the guys out there, and it is. Here's St. Thomas. Works are done with that top unit, as we mentioned. The reason for that PC is stress and units. And the 15-minute push is going to get there on the game. 54 seconds left in this power play, Jason.
Face off won by the Cadets. O'Neill kicks it back to the point for Foley. Over to Matsui at the top. Down low to Ray. Back to Matsui, quick touch passing here by St. Thomas Academy. Christie back to O'Neal. O'Neal sends one through the crease. It goes to the far side. The first two is Andrew Stewart for Centennial, and he clears the zone. Goes on goal to Kelly, who wins it there for Matsui. 30 seconds of power play time remaining. 9:40 to go in this game. This one's going to go for icing. It was just off the stick of the STA player down there, and will go 200 feet with a defensive zone faceoff here on the power play for the Cadets.
Yeah, just a misfire there, just a touch out of reach and ice on the power play. And big opportunity here again. We talked a lot about how faceoffs have been important for puck possession. Cadets are winning this one. Really get moving north-south here. We get an opportunity to use their speed to get the Cougars back on the Blues a little, but not the case with the Cougars won the goal.
20 seconds remaining on the power play. Centennial keeping it in the offensive zone for the time being. Final 10 seconds of STA power play turned over. Chance in front. Shot fanned on. Saved by
Scoring for Centennial, a shorthanded goal at 7:41 of the third period. Number 10, Chad Minnie, assisted by number 8, Carter Wagner.
Interesting here is that the next 5 seconds of this PP finished up and the Cougars win the draw. Look to 12 to go.
XL Energy Center alongside Nate Olson. I'm Jason. Join us for the conclusion of this contest at broadcast.com. 2-2 the score.
Centennial's kind of been keeping the Cadets on their heels now for the last about 17, 20 minutes or so. So it's a very, very important time now with the TV timeout finishing up for the Cadets to take a deep breath. Now it's a scoreless hockey game, right? Next game, huge one here. And I need to start pushing.
Face off to the right of Atticus Keller as Many is found on the face-off circle. Part of the line to take his place where he tries to hit himself. To chase Foley. Here comes Cadets with 8:49 to go. Down the left side, Cade Huntley. Oh boy, they're going to call that one offside. neutral zone draw coming with 8:45 to go. Face off right below us at the blue line. It's won by Centennial. They'll bank it off the far wall in front of the benches. Try and generate some offense that way. Flipped into the zone. Comes from the near side. Halfway through this third period. And since we are tied, we'll call it regulation time. And we'll see what becomes if there is another goal in regulation time. We'll talk about that as it gets closer. As Cade Huntley plays this one, it ricochets to the near side, flipped high off the glass behind the net with 8:10 remaining. Headman pass here. This is going to go for, I know they're going to say it hit the stick, and icing is negated at the last moment. Far wall, Cadets trying to bring it out of their own zone. Oh, fanning on that one was Matsui, and he takes the punishment for it. In front, wide open. Could not pick it up cleanly. It seems like Carter Wagner's just all over the place, and he's out there 90% of the time.
He stepped up. It looks like the Cadets really wanted to take Lucas McGregor out of the game for the Cougars, and they've done that. He's been fairly quiet this evening, but Carter Wagner picking up the slack, carrying the load here offensively, tons of opportunities. He's been the catalyst offensively so far. With 7:36 to go during the face-off coming back into the Centennial zone. A huge opportunity for Centennial. Get some just get some pucks to the net, maybe even a little zone time. I need something to start going the way so that they can get back to what makes them successful.
Carter Wagner, no slouch either. Now 49 points, good for second on the team. Pick your poison, I suppose.
That's right.
7.5 to go. We are tied at 2. St. Thomas Academy out of their own end. This is Rob Christie. Christie, far side for Vega. Vega, current pass right there, but will go off the skate of Vega, and he will push it forward over to Rob Christie. Back to Vega. Vega in the slide, and it's loose. And a save made by Travis Allen.
So he was able to help him make the save there a little bit. And a nice opportunity, as you mentioned there, as Nico Vega got to the middle of the ice. A good shot on that from the spot. And here we go, 7-10. Getting a little zone time now for the Cadets and see if they can build on it here with an additional shift and get things moving offensively.
Getting to the point where you see what either of these teams are really made of now at this stage.
Yeah, I guess we're going to see the top two lines from both teams playing just a little bit more. I know both teams do have solid depth and trust all 3 or 4 lines, but I think we're going to hit these top 2 units a little bit more here in this last 7 minutes.
As a reminder, St. Thomas Academy has used their timeout as McFadden tries to cut to the front of the net. Loose puck in the slot, nearly turned over by Centennial as they tried to break up ice. It goes back to the point, left line by Holmes, right at the blue line. They're going to say it came out of the zone. It's a delayed offside, and Centennial will have a free chance to clear the zone. With 6:45 to go, tie hockey game. We are getting down to the latter stage of this one. Turned over, McFadden has it at the blue line. Over to Herzog. Herzog is nearly drilled into the wall. Goes back to Holmes in the neutral zone, and Holmes will be first across the line, carrying it. The left-handed shooter, defenseman, sends a backhand. Loose puck in the crease. Allen unsure of himself there, but he had defensemen there to help him out. 6:20 remaining in the third. It goes to the far wall. Played now by Joshua Holmes. Bouncing puck. Rainbowed into the neutral zone. Going around the one is Nelson. Nelson goes behind the net. He's looking for the centering pass. Never got it off. This time he does. Shot from a sharp angle. Ricochets off the end glass. 6 minutes to go. We'll look out. Shot. One-timer shot here from McGregor from the near side. St. Thomas Academy desperately trying to clear the zone, but they are unable to do so. Stick laying in the defensive zone now as everyone has fresh clear. Shot in front. It may have been deflected. Kelly has it. He will hang on. 5:42 to go for the tie hockey game. We will step aside for the final time. 31-24 shots on goal for STA. Keep it right here, folks. We've got a good one. This is CadetBroadcast.com. I was joking last night.
now all of a sudden, they were still
even if it does, they don't reserve for you.
Yeah, but 8 now for next year. We got 15. But they do 8 resurface, 17 resurface. You have to go
back at XL Energy Center, high atop the Al Shaver press box alongside Nate Olson. I'm Jason Knapp. Glad you could join us tonight. It's a late one. We're approaching 11 Central Time. Get to that point at midnight. You can see right here today's attendance, 37,000 plus. 2 days to talk 19 and 18 plus.
Spectacle that is the Minnesota State High School Boys Hockey Tournament, and we're blessed here now with 5:42 to go, and next one game 2-2.
Tail will get another face off that one. On the screen, wide of the net. Really was loving less. Down to our right behind that. Sometimes it's just a huge student section, all decked out in their uniforms. Nice to see. Quick shot at the face of Kelly. Got the first shot. The rebound was in a vulnerable place, and it went just wide. Oh boy, 5:25 to go. Centennial playing their hearts out right now as they send a shot from a sharp angle. Kelly turns that one aside. He saw 23 of the 25 shots he has faced. Travis Allen, 28 of 30. Flipped into the zone by St. Thomas Academy. We are nearing crunch time. We're down to just about 5 minutes left in regulation time. Behind the net, Matsui centers one. This one deflects right to the Cougars, however. St. Thomas Academy will score after this one. Behind the net, it'll be Francis. Francis holds up once again. Francis waits, looks for the outlet pass, and hits Carter Wagner. Wagner goes back into the defensive zone, this time for Ahrens. Ahrens has this one taken away, and here come the Cadets. Down the left side, it's Ray Christie, stops. Christie takes the shot, this one's blocked. Holmes was down low, trying to make something happen, unable to do so in that department. Cadets making a line change, and the Cougars will try and send it out to the center red line. They do. Look out. Here's Canner. Austin Canner sends a wrist shot. This one sails wide of Atticus Kelly, who kind of waved at it, but it was never really that close. Play to the near side. Andrew Bamer. Bamer being hunted here. Look out. Bamer goes behind the net to Vega. Vega clears the zone. Oh, hit from behind at the red line, and that will cause a puck to ricochet up and out of play with 4:06 to go in this one.
We talked about an excellent opportunity, Centennial. I want to go back to that because Ray Christie did an excellent play. Body check, Luke McGregor, for the Centennial Cougars, who, as we know, can find the back of the net. And without that body check, it's probably a 3-2 hockey game for the Cougars. So excellent defensive play.
5:50 and counting. Third period, we're tied at 2 between the fourth-seeded St. Thomas Academy Cadets and the fifth-seeded Centennial Cougars. The only game today that's really been remotely close. But this has been a fantastic hockey game. Down the right side from a sharp angle. Rebound, look out! Shot in front, score! Centennial has taken the lead thanks to Hayden Brickner. Shelfing one.
Scoring for Centennial at 13:28 to the third period.
regulation point, trailing by a goal late in the state tournament. Far side, looking for the centering pass. Toe drag move, loose puck in front, and McFadden nearly had it. Shot from a sharp angle, rebound, save made by the goaltender Allen. Shot in front, McFadden had the skates, and they could not finish. Oh my goodness. Cadets swarming the net right now. 2:45 to go, still lots of time. As Blake Holmes.
Three big saves there for Travis Allen as the Cadets were just all over the crease, putting pucks on the net. Great job there, cleaning up the rebounds, and Kyle was up to the task. They were in crunch time now with 2:37 to go. Cadets out shooting the Cougars here, 34-27. The trail on the scoreboard, 3-2. Big offensive zone draw deals that communicate around the ice. All five Cadets kind of communicate with each other, see what they want to do here, and what they're trying to accomplish. A huge draw here for Colton Matsui.
Matsui wins it cleanly back to the point for Wingus. Wingus crosses it to the other defenseman. Turnaround shot from a sharp angle. That's Foley on the far side. Foley tries to keep it down low, but the Cadets keep it alive in the offensive zone. This will be Wingus. Flips it into the zone, 2:19 to go. We'll keep an eye on Atticus Kelly down to our right. 34-27 shots on goal favoring St. Thomas Academy, but they trail by a goal here late in the opening round of the state tournament. 2:05 reads the clock. Here come the Cadets. This is Matsui. He might not leave the ice the rest of this game. Matsui, around one, around two. He's hauled down on the play. And penalty coming up. Power play St. Thomas Academy with a minute 55.
Matsui with his speed and skill, a couple of nice stick handles. We're going to call a hold here as number 15 for the Cougars. He gets his forearm just barely on the reason that's a pretty good Jason is it just barely touchdown. I get why there's a little bit of
That angle, that was a much better angle.
Number 10, which is Wyatt Shepholzer. 2 minutes for holding at 15:05 in the third period.
We'll definitely keep an eye on Kelly now. The power play is 0 for 2. They have not had a power play goal since the semifinals of the section. Minute 35 remaining in regulation. Goaltender Kelly still on the ice. Power play for St. Thomas Academy. They need one. Absolutely must score on this power play. Shot in front. It caroms wide of the net. It's behind the net. It will come out of the zone.
You know the officials consistent with that call again. The Cougars had a similar thing happen in the second period. The puck bounced off the half wall there, the end board, and onto the netting, stuck there, not on the ice, and they're going to blow that whistle because it was a shot from the Cadets at the point. The face-off's going to come outside the zone. Minute 25 remaining play now. They're net for the Cadets. Up to the slot. Kind of waiting for the Denali to let them know, oh, it's time to get to the bench and get that 6-man on the ice.
And they are screaming for him to come to the bench right now, and he will. 6 attackers on against 4 for Centennial. Chase Foley looking for the centering pass. A minute 10 to go. Back to the point for Matsui. Matsui waits, backs to Foley. Foley down low for Christie. Christie, oh boy, that one was deflected. It might go into the net. No, it will not. Friction is taken over. We're on to our final play. Still out there. Here goes Matsui across the blue line, leading the rush. Matsui tries to take it himself. He has this one poked away with 49 seconds remaining. They cycle down low. Loose puck in front. This one will head to the blue line and out to center. And out it goes. Christie flips it ahead to Matsui. Matsui brushes it off to the near side. O'Neill takes a big hit. 35 seconds remaining in St. Thomas Academy season if they cannot score. Here they come. 30 seconds down the left side. Rob Christie sends it in. It goes behind the net. Nearly stood on the net once again. Out to center. They cannot clear. Matsui shot in front and it just missed. Banked off the far wall. Sharp over shot. 10 seconds remaining. One last rush coming for St. Thomas Academy. Down the left side. 8 seconds. Losing it is Foley. This one's blocked. Behind the net. And Centennial pulls it off the win. Shocking St. Thomas Academy.
like that, upsets happen. The first one, the entire tournament just happens to be against the St. Thomas Academy.
Anthony has been put on the board as the player of the game. That would be inclined to agree. The goal, the short-handed goal, which was just a huge uplifting moment for Centennial. That tied it at 2. In the 22-9 season, but the game here will go to Pete Bricker with 3.5 minutes to go. The Centennial lead, and they did not look back. It's 1 for the season. St. Thomas again, as you mentioned, had consolation back to the second straight year. They've been in consolation tournament last year. This is, of course, not something that they wanted to do.
Yeah, and just a game where the Centennial Cougars were actually going to 15 seniors on their 20-man roster. 3 seniors stepped up tonight for the Cougars, 3 different senior goal scorers. The captain of the Cougars there, as you mentioned, number 14, Ricker with the game winner with 3:37 to go in the game. And just like that, the Cougars are on to tomorrow night, and the Cadets have an opportunity to compete over at Mariucci in the consolation bracket, but unfortunately not going to be able to attain the goal that they've had and the expectation to win the state tournament here all season long. And I mean, it's tough now with only the 3rd loss of the season coming here to the Exxon Energy Center, and a tough pill to swallow for a very talented and hard-working hockey team, and just kind of the way it went tonight. You know, they got a couple bounces early and did not get a couple late, and that's hockey. And sometimes it's great, and sometimes it really frustrates.
That is the first regulation loss for St. Thomas Academy all season. They, of course, lost to Minnetonka in the very first game of the year. They're now, of course, number 1 overall. That was an overtime loss. They lost to Duluth Marshall a few weeks ago. That was an overtime loss. But other than that, they have been unscathed at all, let alone in regulation time. So, yeah, tough loss for St. Thomas Academy. But, I mean, let's be honest, that was a fantastic game. As a whole, both goaltenders were solid. Atticus Kelly looked great. But Travis Allen looked better.
Yeah, and it just wasn't the Cadets night. It's just as simple as that. They played hard, they played fairly well, and maybe not quite as good as they wanted it to be, but that's the state hockey tournament for you. This is where the best of the best come to compete. Everybody that's here has earned their right to be here.
Yep.
You're talking, little things here and there if you compare rosters and teams, and it just ended up being the Cougars' night here tonight. It was a one-shot game. Both teams played well. Both goaltenders played well, and one senior captain was able to lift his team into the semifinals. That's that.
Well, once again, 3-2 Centennial Cougars with the victory over St. Thomas Academy. Centennial with the win improves to 26-3 on the season. St. Thomas Academy with the loss falls to 25-3-1. We want to do a quick shout. We tend to do this at the end of each season. I want to do a quick shout out to all the seniors for St. Thomas Academy. Quick rundown here: Matthew Martin, Blake Holmes, Peyton Matsui, Ray Christie, Cade Huntley, Chase Foley, and of course Atticus Kelly, who I know was certainly chasing that state championship. He made that very clear. He's been the starting guy since he was a sophomore. That sophomore season, just a magical season for him. He was 8 or 9 minutes shy of the state record for consecutive shutout minutes. Yeah. I remember doing that game. I didn't want to say anything, but then the goal happened, and that was that. But again, a great season, no doubt. Don't want this to overshadow that season, but I mean, not many teams win 25 games in a year, and unfortunately, it didn't work out the way the Cadets wanted to. But they're loaded. They've got a ton of junior talent on their team, and they're going to regroup next year and try and get past this point.
Yeah, we know the Cadets are always going to be a threat to the Michigan community, knowing their talent and doing a good job. It's been a steady, consistently competitive program for years and years. And not the season ender that you want, and it's technically not the end of the season. They will have at least another opportunity tomorrow to win, and if they do that, they're going to extend their season into the Class AA Consolation Championship for 5th place on Saturday noon. But it's going to take a little bit of time to be able to set back and look at this season as quite the success that it was. And you are correct; it was a very successful season. You don't win 25 games without being a very, very good hockey team and battling hard along the way. Tough night for the Cadets, and it's gonna sting, and it's gonna sting all weekend, and maybe even in the next week a little bit. And you're always gonna look back at it and wonder, what if, if we could have gotten through that first game. But it'll take a little time, and they'll be able to look back and say, man, we had quite the run with a great group of young men, and an excellent season, tons of success, and
for sure.
A state tournament berth and trip, and just getting here. I know when your goal is to win this thing, it's not easy to swallow the pill of losing, but you did make it to the X. You were one of 8 teams still playing at this time of season in the Class AA, and on to Mariucci.
We will not have those games for Mariucci, just in case anyone was interested. So our apologies for that, but again, we'll be back here for more St. Thomas Academy hockey next year. I know the basketball team is ready to make their run towards the state tournament, trying to get back there again. And of course, we'll have football in the fall once again for St. Thomas Academy Athletics. But it's been a pleasure to be a part of STA Athletics this season, and hopefully for many seasons to come. Nate, your final thoughts on this one?
Just looking forward to now moving on and seeing an excellent day of hockey tomorrow. We've got a couple of Class A semifinals with the top 4 seeds all advancing there. It's going to be the first game of the day tomorrow. Number 2, Matamita, and number 3, Orono. And then following up that is going to be the defending state champions in the Class A, number 1, Hermantown, heading back to play Alexandria, who's a talented hockey team from the north. So the north outstate is again going to have a team in the championship game this year. And on to tomorrow night, where we're going to see a couple of excellent hockey games as well. Duluth East and Edina are going to play on Friday night at the state tournament for the 4th time in 8 years. It's become a little bit of a rivalry here at the X, and that's going to be an excellent hockey game. And the Centennial Cougar team that did a nice job here tonight knocking off the Cadets, they're going to get an opportunity to take a crack at the number 1 team in the state, Minnetonka. And you are well aware, as the St. Thomas Academy team, how talented that Minnetonka team is. And the Cougars are going to have their hands full with another challenge to try and make another upset tomorrow. So, I thought it was an excellent hockey game, as you mentioned. The momentum swings back and forth were just consistently fantastic to watch. And unfortunately for the Cadets, they just came up a touch short with a late goal at beat them.
And you talk about Minnetonka, boy, and I will admit I was badly looking forward and hoping that St. Thomas Academy would this, or would get that third matchup with Minnetonka, with whom they lost in overtime, and then they tied in the Schwann's Cup tournament. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But again, they'll have the off season. Again, a junior heavy team, and they're going to hope to be back here next year for sure as they compete for that Section 3 title in the berth here at XL Energy Center. Well, that's going to do it for us. Folks, thank you so much for a great season of St. Thomas Academy hockey. We appreciate all the emails and the support, and it's been fun, and we're looking forward to another year and a partnership with the MSBN Sports Network, and you can find it all right here on cadetbroadcast.com. For Nate Olson, my name is Jason Knuth. Folks, be kind to one another. Be careful out there. Have a great rest of your evening / morning, depending where you are, and we will be back for our basketball coverage on cadetbroadcast.com over the next week or so. So take care, and we will see you next time. This has been a presentation of the MSBN Sports Network. You can find them online at msbnsports.net. This has been cadetbroadcast.com.
Well, fun hockey game to be a part of.
Oh, that's a great game. Like, seriously, a great game.
Yeah, it
and
really was.
I really thought they were going to score on that power play.
I did too.
I mean,
well, especially when they're already
they
over
didn't get a
2.
lot. They had a couple flurries there, and oh man, that's disappointing though.
It's just crazy how it'd be so good all year, and just one game's just not quite your night.
And again, it wasn't as bad as last year's game against Lakeville South, but
Well, that was more like
That was domination almost. Like, it was embarrassing almost. Where like they kind of.
It didn't even look like St. Thomas Academy.
No, they kind of got
this. I mean, this definitely
Yeah.
wasn't as good as they've played against almost every team I've seen.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I gotta do it. That team is way too talented to lose this game, honestly.
Now I'm worried about.
I just feel bad for Kelly because
We want
he's
a clunker tomorrow now. In that second game, we'll see.
I mean,
Suntail was a pretty good hockey team, though. I remember on hockey
Yeah.
day they took Moorhead to OT.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, don't count. That's another team that I didn't even
First,
mention
yeah.
that Moorhead. How? I mean, I think everyone in the
and San
in the state wanted
really
to.
been building. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a really good team the next few years, but I wanted to see Moorhead back here. They were fun to watch. They were well coached.
Yeah.
Good kids on
I mean,
the team.
I think everyone in the state wanted to see Carter Radcliffe here.
Right.
I did.
Ethan Frisch was good
Yeah.
too. And, I can't. Well, and I always feel, it's cool, that whole dream state thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's super cool.
Yeah.
Like, as a high school kid, dude, that has to be hard to manage your expectations. And
Yep.
what you got
No, I
going
agree.
on your cart before the horse type
Yep.
of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how you.
I understand. God, man, that's
Started at 8:56 and ended at 11:03.
slightly later than last night's late game, but
Yeah.
oh man, I really wanted to come back here and call these games.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's disappointing.
I wonder what happened with all that, just because. Because I asked those guys, or I didn't even ask. He was just kind of like, "Well, it's $100 a game to do." So I said,
I'm gonna save my words right now.
"Yeah,
'cause John got into it.
yeah." That's kind of what I find.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, no. So, but
I get his point. I get it. I understand his point, but I don't know. I just know there was a lot of people disappointed.
yeah. Well, and I mean, I remember one.
I think state of hockey was so it's not like there wasn't an option.
We had a game with 31,000 listeners last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We hit 3,800 for the top with that crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna shut this stream down, guys. Thanks.